Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
How's everybody doing today, folks? And thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. This is episode number 530. Episode number 530 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And before we get into anything else, I'd like to ask everybody to please spread it around like wildfire and let everyone know out there on the internet and throughout the world. Spread this link around like wildfire, folks. I'm telling you, after what Project Veritas put out today about how these posholes out there at Twitter think that they're Mr. and Mrs. Big Brother, or I don't know, pansexual Big Brother, whatever the hell their poshole asses think, these people think that they have Big Brother powers. And then today we have heard that Google is censoring conservative websites and voices. So that's why shows like myself and other shows, other content out there that may be deemed risque as it pertains to these new speech police that are nothing more than Silicon Valley oligarchs. So once again, I would like to please ask each and every one of you to spread this link around like wildfire, all right, and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, and we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost, okay? And of course, if you have not done so, please follow me on the last bastion of free speech on social media. I'm talking about Gab, folks. You can type in your browser, gab.ai, and you can find me on that social media under the name Politics Ghost, okay? All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow, and I am verified on there, folks. I am verified. Now, folks, before we get started on the crypto and stocks hour, I'm going to discuss what we're going to talk about on this program for the next 3 hours. We are a 3-hour show, folks, and let me tell you, there's not a man out here that broadcasts that could just continuously broadcast content nonstop like yours truly right here. 3 hours, no commercials, baby, all right? Let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to discuss, all right? After crypto and stock hour, which is the first hour, we're going to talk about President Trump displaying his art of the deal skills on national television. I don't know if you saw that yesterday when he brought in Democrats and Republicans to discuss DACA, immigration reform. Great display of art of the deal type tactics. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how one of the attendees yesterday of the meeting that was televised for about 45 minutes, which was great television, by the way, which was a great insight on how these political dealings happen on the inside. One of the attendees, Diane Feinstein, decided to go ahead and go behind the back of Trump and everybody else and release the testimony of Fusion GPS founder Glenn Simpson and I believe it was the testimony in front of the Senate Intelligence Committee. So Diane Feinstein releases this. I don't know why. I guess it's supposed to discredit Trump, even though Glenn Simpson didn't answer diddly. If you take a look at his testimony, he absolutely didn't answer nothing. Nothing pertinent, nothing that will explain how the dossier was made, whether or not the FBI had anything to do with it, whether he was paid, anything. Whether Russians were involved in culminating all this information, nothing. Not to mention, folks, the President of the United States is going to attend Davos, Switzerland, baby, the World Economic Forum. And let me tell you, all those elitist globalists out there, they don't want them out there. They're already saying, Donald, we don't want you over here at Davos. You betrayed us by making America great again. And what we wanted to do is we wanted to cripple America into the little pissant that it was. It was nothing more than a wart on the ass of history. And what have you done, Donald? You have made it once again think it can be something that we tried to make it not be. That's exactly what they're thinking. Anyway, I love the fact that my president, President Trump, isn't afraid to go to these things. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts muscling people around like he did when he visited NATO. Remember that? Huh? Remember when President Trump, he just told that whatever prime minister or whatever pissant country, get out of the way! Get out of the way! That's my president right there, man, all right? Bringing man back, all right? I mean, in this soy boy America, it's about time we have a president that's bringing the return of man back, for Christ's sake. Not to mention, folks, the president today alluded to the fact that he may be unlikely at this point to meet with Robert Mueller. Thank God. I was going to make a comment about that today, but since the president came out and said that, hey, look, I mean, we've been going through this whole Russia-Trump nonsense for about 11, going to go on 12 months. They found nothing. They've done nothing. And basically, folks, I was going to say if Trump was going to allow himself to be subjected to any kind of cross-examination from Mueller, I think it's the worst thing he could have done. And whoever's advising President Trump should advise him not to do it, because it seems to me, if you want my opinion, I hate to, give this up early in the show, but if Mueller is wanting a one-on-one interview, some kind of cross-examination with Donald Trump, President Trump, it's because Mueller has no case in anything. And what he wants to do is put Trump under cross-examination and do the whole bureaucratic splitting hair, manipulative words, BS, and try to catch the president in some sort of minute, word trickery, cross-examination, interpretation of of perjury is basically what I'm getting to here, man. I mean, because there's just so much word trickery going on, legalese style, that I'm afraid that if Robert Mueller put the president under cross-examination, Robert Mueller, I mean, you heard James Comey, the former director of the FBI, tried to explain why Hillary Clinton wasn't prosecuted for those emails. You heard him say that there was no statute, no precedent, no case that prosecuted people because they were careless and unsophisticated. Y'all remember that? Remember that? Oh, well, we can't prosecute a case. I can't find a case where anyone has ever been prosecuted for being careless and unsophisticated. Meanwhile, we now know that Peter Strzok, Mr. FBI hotshot, was the guy who basically reworded the James Comey statement that exonerated legally Hillary Clinton with this email scandal by changing the word grossly negligent, which you can prosecute people on gross negligence, folks, to careless and unsophisticated. So that's why I'm saying, folks, I mean, if the President of the United States allows himself to be subjected to this by Robert Mueller, which was also the FBI director, folks, I think that he subjected himself to potential ridiculous, pathetic litigation that has nothing to do with Russia-Trump. If I were Trump and his lawyers, I'd say, hey, Mueller, you got something? You got a case, bring it. We're not helping you build a case, you stupid political weapon. This guy shouldn't even be legally able to do this at this point, old Robert Mueller. But look, I'm getting ahead of myself. It just pisses me off, folks, that this piece of trash, Robert Mueller, which is already, at this point, should be discredited from all the people that he put on his special counsel that have now been proven to be partisan and that have done so much in an attempt to try to either put the president in a precarious legal situation, in an attempt to try to remove the president from his authority, all kinds of stuff. How is Robert Mueller continuing on with this special counsel, man? That's why I keep telling people out there that are listening to the sound of my voice, if you're a law-abiding citizen, write Facebook post, Twitter post, whatever, these congressmen that are supposed to be representing you, and tell them this Robert Mueller special counsel jeopardizes the integrity of our legal system and the very institutions of our government. Give me a break, man. This guy's special counsel is a political weapon for the Democrats. I don't know how much more evidence you need. Look, I'm getting ahead of myself, folks. I'm sorry. Anyway, we're going to continue on. Hopefully we have enough time in the second hour. We're going to talk about DACA. That's right, folks. This is all in the news. And are the Democrats really going to shut down the government, folks, because of DACA? And for all those that don't know, we avoided a government shutdown this past December when I guess both sides agreed to extend the budget deadline to January 19th. So after January 19th, if Congress doesn't produce some sort of budget, then unfortunately we may go into a government shutdown mode, and it seems as if that the Democrats are willing to shut down the government over DACA, over people that aren't even really legal citizens of our country. I mean, what sense does this make? And I can't believe at this point people that are Democrats, how you people can defend this, all right? I mean, what you Democrats are saying is that people that are here illegally supersede the citizenship of actual citizens of this country. And how and why people still vote for you is ridiculous, and I think it's liberal lunacy. I think it's, if you want my opinion, folks, and I've said it and I'll continue to say it, I think there's a direct correlation with people who have been subjected to psychotropic drugs and them being a freaking liberal lunatic who literally follows anything that these liberal talking heads say, and then when you put them in a corner of contradiction, it's like they give you the fluoride stare, and like their brain says, exit right, and then they just kind of weasel their way out of there. I'm not joking! It's stupid, man! We're talking about Robert Mueller. Well, I don't even know if I want to talk about any more about Robert Mueller later on. Anyway, in the third hour, we're going to discuss North Korea and South Korea, all these people trying to question the mental fitness of the president because he's posturing on Twitter, getting into the mind of Kim-Jong-un out here. These people out here in Washington, they don't know jack. You people are disconnected. I mean, Trump is playing five-dimensional chess on a whole new international relations framework, and you people are too stupid to realize what the hell happened. I mean, you dumbasses, especially you Democrats out here, who always tout diplomacy, we just got to go talk to him. If you go talk to him, everything will be okay. We've been doing this whole charade of diplomacy with North Korea for over 30 years. And what has it produced? Absolutely nothing but the same old crap. Here we have our president literally not capitulating whatsoever, not bowing down in any capacity. On the contrary, implementing sanctions, talking trash on Twitter, and getting into the mind of Kim-Jong-un. And what has it done? It has yielded more than what this diplomacy garbage that these Democrats always shove down our throats have yielded in 30 years. A true sit-down between North and South Korea, a one-on-one dialogue, folks. We're going to talk about that here in the third hour. The fourth hour, folks, this Friday, the President of the United States has a decision to make on whether or not he's going to continue to waive sanctions for Iran and continue to play this legitimacy of this Iran nuke deal, folks. And according to reports, he may continue this charade of this Iran nuke deal because of some of the insiders like McMaster and a couple of other Washington White House insiders that are telling and urging the president to continue waiving the sanctions and these sanctions were lifted in 2015 during this whole Iran nuke deal garbage. They want the president to continue to lift the sanctions or not waive sanctions towards Iran and continue this Iran nuke deal. And we're going to discuss why, the White House insiders are going in this capacity, in this direction. And according to reports, the president may very reluctantly oblige what his insiders are saying. Anyway, we're also going to talk about how that's right, Canada is worried the United States will withdraw from NAFTA. And can you blame us, Can you blame us? I mean, look at what cuckold connoisseur Justin Trudeau is doing to the Canucks out there, for Christ's sake, man. Since he's become president, it's become legal to, have sexual relations with animals. This is an actual fact. I'm not joking. All right? I mean, Canada legalized, these maple leaf up the ass having Canadians to have bestiality kind of I'm not joking, folks, okay? And then on top of that, you had Justin Trudeau give an apology to the LGBTQ community on behalf of Canada. What the hell did Canada ever do to the LGBTQ community? I thought that Canada, if anything, was a pretty open, liberal society for that sort of thing. I mean, what the hell is cuckold connoisseur Justin Trudeau crying and shedding tears? If you saw the apology, he was shedding tears. I want to say to all the people in the LGBTQ, CV 75, niner, pansexual, two-spirited, or whatever, that Canada is sorry. I'm going to say it like a Canuck. Sorry. I am sorry, and we are all very sorry, and we'll make sure this never happens to you again. Give me a break, you freaking cock. I hope we cancel the goddamn contract with NAFTA. We don't need these freaking people, for Christ's sake. All right? No offense to the Canadians out there who want to become capitalists, man, but there's not enough of you. There's not enough of you out there, and not to mention you got Justin Trudeau bringing in ISIS into your borders. So, yeah, that's going to turn out nicely. And finally, we're going to end off the broadcast with 37% of Generation X. Now, remember Generation X? They were the generation that grew up with the grunge movement, the Nirvana, and, the Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, all that crap. Well, 37% of them say that they're not going to be able to afford to retire. They're not going to be able to afford to retire. No. Hello, McFly. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding, you're not going to afford to retire. As a matter of fact, you could put retirement out the window. You're never going to retire. What you know of as retirement is going to cease to exist. All right? And let me explain why. The baby boomers, baby, you're never, ever going to get what they got. They got job security, 30 years. They got retirements. They got cheap real estate. They got cheap education. They got everything. They got the music, with the 60s and the 70s. They got the do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. They were swinging. Yeah, are you kidding me? Everybody was a swinger in the 70s, and it was just complete debauchery. Meanwhile, you had these damn baby boomers out here accumulating all the wealth. Even though they were participating in all this, debauchery, they weren't stupid, and they were like, look, give me it, it's mine. So that's why you ain't got dick, with all due respect, Generation Xers, and we're going to talk about that later. Anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's go ahead and talk crypto, folks, all right? Now, I want to let everybody know that we are currently seeing a contraction in the market, but I think that contraction is coming back at this point. And there's a variety of different factors that are indicating to me right now. First off, Bitcoin Cash is currently having a run. So let's go ahead and get to Bitcoin Cash. All right, symbol BCH. All right, Bitcoin Cash. In the past 24 hours, Bitcoin Cash, or let's get to the market cap, first of all. I'm getting ahead of myself here, right? Bitcoin Cash market capitalization is $48 billion in market capitalization, okay? $48 billion in market cap. The current circulating supply is 16.9 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, this is what I'm saying, there's a run on Bitcoin Cash, 22.37% increase in the past 24 hours for Bitcoin Cash. Now, I was expecting this run a couple of days ago, but it's good to see that it's happening now, and this is an indicator that you're going to have most of the money that's out here in all these shit altcoins, excuse my French, all these garbage coins that have no business being in the market. They're going to take their goddamn money and profits out of those, and I'm talking about garbage like freaking Tron and Ripple and all this crap, all right? You can already see Tron and Ripple have just been depleted to half of what they went to on their all-time highs. So that, I told you so, first and foremost. But secondly, you're having that money trying to go wherever the green is going. And right now, green is going into Bitcoin Cash. And what I have found, folks, is that when you've got the market going into Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin, and I'm going to cover Bitcoin right after Bitcoin Cash, when you have the market going after these two, that's when you're going to see even more contraction in the other altcoins, in my personal opinion. So, and the reason I say this is because the Inner Circle and myself, we've been monitoring the markets every day, 24 hours a day since like April of 2017, ever since the real money came to the market. So with that being said, once again, Bitcoin Cash up 22.37% in a 24-hour period. The current price for Bitcoin Cash, folks, is $2,898.19 per Bitcoin Cash. Now, we are currently seeing a run on Bitcoin as well, and the reason we're seeing a run on Bitcoin, folks, is because Goldman Sachs came out today, and I did Gab this. If you have not been following me on Gab, baby, I would strongly advise you do so. Goldman Sachs caves in and says Bitcoin is money. Bitcoin is money, folks. Goldman Sachs is finally starting to realize that as much as they want to discredit, as much as they want to call a bubble, as much as they want to say whatever crypto is, it has gone beyond the traditional realms of economics, and now you've even got the big boys in Goldman Sachs stating that, hey, it's legit, baby. Cryptocurrency is legit. All right? I mean, cryptocurrency is legit. And, man, when you got Goldman Sachs saying that, give me a break. And they said Bitcoin in general. So when you see that, you're going to start seeing some run back at Bitcoin, in my personal opinion. And plus, you got a lot of people that are still believers in Bitcoin, and you still got a lot of the world market, let's be honest, folks, that don't know what cryptocurrency is. They don't know what cryptocurrency is, and even if they did, they don't understand how to obtain it. Even if they did obtain it, no one can even know where to store it. I mean, I've got people that are legitimately gabbing me all the time, asking me, where do I store this stuff? How do I get a digital wallet? That sort of thing. I mean, they're in it, don't get me wrong, but they have acquired it somehow. They probably got it on an exchange or something, but, this is what I'm saying, folks. I mean, there is a plethora amount of the market out there that still hasn't came in. I mean, it still hasn't came in, man. And the reason I think and I believe that cryptocurrency is going to continue to grow, and I've said this 1,000 times, but it bears repeating, okay? In the current world of fiat currency, if you take a look and you Google how much money is there in the world, it will give you a CIA statistic in which it states, according to the CIA, that there is currently $80 trillion in fiat currency that is circulating the world economy. $80 trillion in fiat currency circulating the world economy. Now, with that being said, folks, there's still a $250 trillion demand for money in the world. Now, how does that work, right? I mean, you're saying to yourself, wait a minute, I don't understand what that means, Ghost. Let me give you a case in point. Let's go to Zimbabwe, folks. Now, I know people probably have heard this from me before, but it bears repeating. Zimbabwe, during Mugabe's tenure, obviously, it kept producing money. It kept printing out money. It kept printing and printing to the point where the money was worth less than toilet paper. I remember there was an article out that stated toilet paper in Zimbabwe cost something like 20,000, 30,000 Zimbabwe dollars. Now, with that being said, folks, people in the Zimbabwe economy still have to figure out how to get by. I mean, if their money in their geopolitical area is completely depleted and worthless, then there's a demand for money there, right, folks? So who suffices the money if the Zimbabwe dollars are so saturated that they're literally meaningless? Well, folks, if you Google up this, you can Google all this stuff up, okay? Zimbabwe farmers have saved themselves through cryptocurrency. They've been using Bitcoin for the past, 5 or 6 years to exchange their harvests, to exchange their yields when it comes to their farming and their agriculture. And this is what's kept the agrarian business in Zimbabwe alive, because they are actually able to accept Bitcoin or whatever cryptocurrency, and let's say they can't exchange it for Zimbabwe dollars because it's meaningless. Remember, there's a lot of countries surrounding Zimbabwe. There's a lot of African countries surrounding, or it's a digitized world, folks. They can sell it for euros. They can sell it for whatever currency that's got the most goods in the country that surrounds Zimbabwe. I mean, you understand what I'm telling all of you folks? We're in a new economic phase, folks. I mean, economists, these old professor economists are, oh, Ghost, I don't know what you're talking about, the monetary system there has to be controlled, Ghost, and shut up. All right? That's why you've got so much poverty in the world today. The reason you have so much poverty is because there's not enough access to money. We've got over, almost 7.3 billion people on the planet? 7.3 billion people on the planet, and there's 80 trillion, and let's go back to the statistic that the CIA tells us, 80 trillion in fiat currency circulating the earth. I mean, that's not enough that's going to suffice the world to have enough economic opportunity to be able to grow something out of whatever the resources that's in their geopolitical area, or their talents or ambitions, whatever the case might be. That's not enough money. And that's where cryptocurrency comes in, folks. Cryptocurrency comes in as this new money that has been legitimized by the market itself. And it gives everyone in the international community, because this is a global currency, because it's all digitized. I mean, this is all global, baby. It gives everyone in the economic world the opportunity to become a capitalist, even if they don't live in a capitalist society. And that's why I'm saying, folks, cryptocurrency isn't going anywhere. What people need to realize, though, is that there is a reckoning coming in cryptocurrency, especially when it comes to these altcoins and these ridiculous meme coins that are completely, and these scam coins as well. I mean, folks, people need to realize that at some point there's going to be a day of reckoning, and all these coins are going to be worthless, and the only ones that are going to reign supreme are those that have integrated their cryptocurrency into their separate blockchain, smart contract technology, or it's a cryptocurrency that's exclusively accepted by a huge social media, social media site, a retailer. I mean, this is what's going to make cryptocurrency even more valuable. All right, folks, even if it's just a cryptocurrency. We were talking about it in the last show, folks, that it's been rumored in the cryptocurrency rumor mill, and look, I'm not saying it's true. I'm just telling you the rumors out here that Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook had been seen with the creator of Litecoin, Charlie Lee, and even though we don't know if there's anything to that, let's just, like I said, for the sake of argument, say there was. Right now, Litecoin really has no other value outside of the market that accepts it, either for trading purposes or actually accept it to exchange goods and services. There is no other component to Litecoin. There is no smart contract technology. There is no integration into any other blockchain technology, nothing. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, Mark Zuckerberg says, you know what, we're going to integrate cryptocurrency into our social networking platform, and we're going to exclusively accept Litecoin only. Well, then all of a sudden, even though Litecoin is just a cryptocurrency with no other blockchain component or smart contract technology, it all of a sudden becomes very valuable, because Litecoin, if you're a Facebook user, is going to become very valuable into exchanging goods and services or transferring money from friends to family, etc. And you see, this is how people need to start looking at the markets, because right now you've got a very spastic market of a bunch of people that really don't know why they're investing into cryptocurrency. They don't know the value. No one on the business channels are telling them what the value is. They're just giving you names of cryptocurrencies. And in my opinion, I think that the business channels and the traditional business media is causing a lot of this erratic, dumb money to come into the market without them knowing what the hell the market is. They're just buying names. Tron, Ripple. They're not even factoring in any factorization of investment for the future whatsoever. I mean, you've got people on the internet right now, folks, that are saying, hey, Ripple's going to be $1,000 a coin, guy. $1,000 a coin? I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, and people don't do the math. People aren't even at least ghetto economic. I mean, just do the math, man. All right? There's 38 trillion, I'm rounding it off, 38 billion. 38 billion with a B, 38 billion Ripple in circulation. If Ripple went up to $1,000, you do 1,000 times 38 billion, that's $38 trillion. First of all, that's double the United States' national debt. That's double. That's double the United States' national debt. Secondly, y'all remember that figure I told you that the CIA has estimated what the amount of fiat currency that's circulating the world is? 80 trillion. $80 trillion in fiat currency in the world, and yet you've got morons that believe that Ripple, which has 38 billion in circulation, is going to go up to $1,000. Folks, that would mean that half of the world's fiat currency would have to go in and invest into Ripple if that were ever to happen. But you see, you've got these idiots on these business channels. You've got people just naming names of crypto and not explaining to the investors out there why they're telling you their names, what their technology is, nothing. Now, I am very sorry I'm going on a soliloquy out here about this, folks, but I want to be completely honest with you, man. We've got a lot of dumb money out here. And, you know, this dumb money, when you try to explain them the technicalities of it, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it, and for whatever reason, even though they've never traded cryptocurrency, they don't even know what the hell it is. They think they have the answer, and now, folks, we're going to have a lot of people, now that you've got Tron going down, that lost more than half its value. Now you've got Ripple losing more than half its value from its all-time highs. You're going to have a lot of people crying foul, and you're going to have a lot of people saying that cryptocurrency is a scam and all this other nonsense, folks, because these idiots don't know their ass from their elbow. And this is when regulation comes in, etc. And you see, folks, what I want is I want that demand of money. And let's go back to the Zimbabwe story I was talking about. I want people in Zimbabwe. And remember, folks, I had a listener in Brazil that took his yearly earnings that he saved living with his mother and father in the slums of Brazil and started trading and made more money within the past week that he was listening to True Capitalist Radio than he did working an entire year busting his ass in the Brazilian job market, for Christ's sake. All right? So that's why I'm telling you, folks, I mean, this cryptocurrency phenomena is real. All right? There's $80 trillion in fiat currency. There's 7.3 billion people in the world. I mean, and listen, this is all like guesstimation business calculus, but that would mean there's 250 trillion minimum. $250 trillion in demand in money. Demand in money. And you see, that's why I keep telling each and every one of you that are listening, cryptocurrency is going to generate genuine wealth. It already has. But it's not, it's just the beginning. We haven't even scratched the surface. We haven't even scratched the surface, man. So that's why I keep telling everybody that's listening to the sound of my voice, you know, it's time to start, you know, taking a little bit of cryptocurrency serious. I'm just saying. Anyway, let's get to Bitcoin, folks. I didn't mean to get off on this soliloquy. And before I get to Bitcoin, here's a Facebook post of Mark Zuckerberg. Here, let me go ahead and post it. Check out my Gab. Look up my Gab. Here he is talking about cryptocurrencies. So this is really important if you're a cryptocurrency investor, because the $1 million or millions dollar question is what cryptocurrency is Zuckerberg going to use for his Facebook community, man? I mean, let's be honest. And if he does, he has to use one exclusively. He can't be like, hey, we accept everything, because then, I mean, it defeats the purpose, you know? Because Zuckerberg, let's be honest, could parlay his wealth into the cryptocurrency in which he is going to purchase pre-hand. Come on, you know he is. Let's say it was Litecoin. Let's just say for the sake of argument it is Litecoin. He pre-purchases a whole gangload of it and then makes it the exclusive cryptocurrency for his Facebook community, which has over 1 billion plus members on it. I mean, these are the moves that people are going to be making here. I mean, just imagine Jeff Bezos when he decides, I'm talking to Amazon's CEO, when he decides to go crypto. These are the moves that all of us in the crypto world need to be calculating, because that is serious money. You understand? So that's why I'm saying, folks, everyone who listens to the broadcast, especially the first hour, I mean, at this point should know about cryptocurrency. And if you don't, well, man, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, just keep listening, go back in the archives. I don't know, maybe I'll do, maybe I'll do something in the future. Maybe I'll post up maybe I'll put up a crypto hotline or something. I don't know. We'll talk about it later. Let's get to Bitcoin, man. I'm getting too ahead of myself, and time just, it flies by when I'm talking business, you know? Let's go to Bitcoin. I think the market cap at this point is $248 billion in market capitalization. The current circulating supply is 16.7 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, we have seen it go up. It's creeping up there, man. It's up 2.12%. And I believe that we're going to see a gradual run because of the comments that Goldman Sachs said about Bitcoin. So just start watching Bitcoin, and we're seeing a current run on Bitcoin Cash. So let's see what happens. Let's see how this market reacts. The current price for Bitcoin, symbol BTC, is $14,819.40 per Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and continue going. Let's get to Dash, folks. That's DASH, the symbol. The current market cap is $9.1 billion in market capitalization. The current circulating supply is 7.8 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, it has gone down 1.32%. The current price for Dash, symbol DASH, $1,174.01 per Dash. Now, someone may ask me, Ghost, how come Dash is so expensive even though Dash doesn't really have any kind of smart contract technology, isn't integrated in any kind of blockchain? What is it about Dash that's making it so expensive? Well, there's factors that you got to look at. The first clear factor is that there's not that many in circulation. I just said it, 7.8 million in circulation. I mean, that's not that much in a global market, you know? And, of course, it's being mined, so at some point it's going to go up and the circulation increases. But at this point in time, that is a very big indicator on how much the price could go up. The less the circulating supply, the higher the price of the crypto it can go. I mean, it's just simple economics, man. And secondly, Dash has a very fast transaction time. If you were to transfer Dash from one wallet to the next, it's very fast. And, of course, the transaction fees aren't horrible, but from what I understand, they may grow in size because of the amount of money that Dash is per coin. So keep that in mind. These are factors that are keeping Dash over $1,000. And if you want my opinion, I mean, if Bitcoin is at 14 grand and Bitcoin has almost 16.8 million in circulation, and Dash, it's at 1,177, and it's only got 7.8 million in circulation. I mean, I think that there's some room to grow in the market there for Dash. I mean, I may be under-speculating, but what, 3 to 5 grand here a coin? At least? I mean, you know, you remember, you've got to go based upon what the market has paid for other coins and why. You know? So, with that being said, let's continue going. I hate to cover Ethereum, but, I mean, and the reason I don't like Ethereum, folks, is because the guys who develop it are communists. They're open communists. These people obviously want to be the digital Federal Reserve. They're pause holes. I think I've talked about this already. Just look up Vitalik, and his picture says everything. All right, that's all I got to say. Anyway, let's get to Ethereum, ETH. And the reason I'm covering this, folks, is because the market is going nuts for Ethereum. Now, I remember plugging Ethereum back in April and May of 2017, and it was $40 a coin back then. And I was trying to let everybody know, hey, either get in on this, buy a contract, buy a Genesis-mining.com contract, something. But you know, those that didn't, you know, I mean, that's why you got to make money moves, baby. You got to make money moves, baby. That's why capitalists are capitalists, and you know, whatever. Let's get to Ethereum. Current market capitalization is $129 billion in market cap. Unbelievable. Now, what I don't like about Ethereum, folks, is that the current circulating supply is it's almost 97 million in circulation. 97 million in circulation. Now, what makes Ethereum so valuable? They're the ones who created the first generation of smart contract technology. Now, I'm going to loosely explain what smart contract technology is because it can be applied to a bunch of things. But most easiest thing let's just take Uber, for instance. You know how you as a rider got to call Uber, then Uber hooks you up with a driver, and then once you and the driver hook up, you pay Uber, and then Uber takes a fee and then pays the driver. Well, with smart contract technology, folks, you wouldn't need Uber anymore. Smart contract technology acts as a virtual independent arbitrator between two parties that want to exchange goods and services. And that is why Ethereum is so expensive, and that's why it's so sought after. It created the first generation of smart contract technology. Its token, the ERC20 token, has produced a lot of different variant coins, and I've covered some of these coins, folks, because, let's be honest, they're profitable right now. SALT is an ERC20 token. CVC is an ERC20 token. Genosis is an ERC20 token. So, there have been several different coins that I've covered on this broadcast that are based off of the ERC20 token, and the reason they are is because they're utilizing the smart contract technology developed by Ethereum to basically highlight the value in their coin. So that's why Ethereum right now, if you take a look at it, has gone through the roof. Now, the reason I don't like it, folks, is because Ethereum right now, like I said, the circulating supply is almost at 97 million in circulation. 97 million. Now, if you click on Ethereum, there is no end circulation. Typically, if you go to Live Coin Watch, or you still go to that piece of garbage Coin Market Cap, if you click on any cryptocurrency, it tells you the circulating supply and what the end circulating supply will be. Most cryptocurrencies, folks, have an end circulating supply. This Ethereum has none, okay? It has no end circulating supply, and I've heard Vitalik in many different instances saying that he can extend or stop the circulating supply whenever they feel like it, just like a true communist. So, once again, folks, I don't like that one bit. I think that's a red flag. Don't get me wrong. Their first generation of smart contract technology wasn't bad. And if you want my opinion, I think that Quantum, which I'll talk about later, which is a considerable investment myself and the Inner Circle possess, I think that it kind of beats the first generation smart contract technology that Ethereum is based upon. But anyway, that's why Ethereum is going up the roof, folks, because it has the first generation. It created the first generation smart contract technology, and that's why you've got a lot of investors thinking that they're cryptocurrency experts, and they're like, yeah, no, Ethereum long-term, dude, yeah, 14,000, 15,000 Ethereum, dude. That's not going to happen, folks, okay? At the most, you have to correlate it with the circulating supply. The circulating supply is about to be 97 million, and it's going to keep growing. How long is that going to keep growing? 100 million, 200 million, 300 million? You have to have some kind of a quantitative amount to give a certain value that it can rise up to. You understand? That's why Ripple will never be 1,000. That's why Ripple will never even be $10. All right? There's over 38 million 38 billion with a B. 38 billion Ripple in circulation. It will never go up to $10. It's ridiculous. But here you've got Ethereum, 97 million. And let's just take a look at the price, all right? In the past 24 hours, Ethereum has gone up considerably, 3.47%. The current price for Ethereum, folks, symbol ETH. And remember, in April and May of 2017, Ethereum was at $40. You can go back in the archive, folks. I covered it back then. The price to Ethereum is $1,337.30 per Ethereum coin. Now, that's unbelievable, but I can explain, and I just explained, why exactly the market is going towards Ethereum in that capacity, because it's the first generation smart contract technology, baby. You know what I'm saying? So as a result, you've got the investors going there because they think they got the inside track to something. Anyway, folks, I hope that explains a lot to you folks, because that's what's given the value. That's why these things are going up. If you listen to the first hour of True Capitalist Radio, you are way ahead of the game, that's for sure. Anyway, I'm running out of time. Let's get to Litecoin, since we were just talking about it. LTC is the symbol. Current market cap for Litecoin is $13.6 billion in market cap. $13.6 billion in market cap. Current circulating supply is 54.7 million. 54.7 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Litecoin has gone up 2%. Current price for Litecoin, $250.44 per Litecoin. Let's continue going, folks. Monero, I've told everybody to keep their eyes on Monero. Yesterday, it had a hell of a run. Unbelievable run today. You're seeing a little bit of a sell-off today because people are taking profits, and they're going to their shit coins. You know, that's what they do. Let's go ahead and get to Monero, symbol XMR. Current market cap is $6.4 billion in circulation. Jesus Christ, I'm getting mixed up, for Christ's sake, man! Get it straight, engineer! Jesus Christ. Sorry, folks. $6.4 billion in market capitalization. All right? $15.5 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Monero has gone up 0.91%. The current price for Monero, symbol XMR, $411.46, folks. I mean, what can I tell you? What did I tell you? Anyway, let's get to quantum, folks. And I still think that quantum is just a long-term investment. Remember, I told people about this, about Ethereum. I was telling people about Ethereum when it came to the smart contract technology and how Ethereum could be over 1,000. Go back in the archive. I said it. This is one I believe I think not only can it equal Ethereum, I think it could surpass Ethereum. I think it could surpass Ethereum. And I'm talking about quantum, symbol QTUM, the current market cap, folks. And we are including the South Korean exchanges, all right? I mean, that's all there is to it. I don't know what Coin Market Cap thinks it's doing by eliminating the South Korean exchanges when there's billions, tens of billions in volume coming out of those exchanges out of there. But anyway, the current market capitalization for quantum is $4.7 billion in market cap. The current circulating supply is 73.7 million in circulation. Now, in the past 24 hours, we have seen a little bit of a contraction, folks, because once again, people are taking profits, baby. People are taking profits. But once again, I am a bullish one on quantum, folks, and the reason is because of its technology, man. I mean, and by the way, I've had a couple of people ask me, where do I store my quantum? Well, folks, if you go to the quantum website, let me go ahead and give you guys the official quantum website. You can download the Quantum Core wallet. Okay, the Quantum Core wallet. Now, you can get to their website by putting in your browser qtum.org. That's qtum.org. And all you've got to do is just download the wallet from that website, and you can basically store your quantum on that wallet. And as you're storing that quantum, folks, all right, and just leaving the wallet open, you are staking your quantum, meaning that you're going to receive quantum for holding quantum in your Quantum Core wallet. All right, I mean, it literally, it gives you a dividend in stock terms, okay? That's another reason why I love quantum, baby. I mean, you're making money holding the quantum in your Quantum Core wallet. And not to mention, folks, if you do download the Quantum Core wallet, take a look at what they have added to the wallet. Okay, take a look at what they have added to the wallet. I mean, they've got a smart contract skeleton integrated into the damn UI of the wallet. I mean, if you know anything about Solidity, I mean, you could put that code right into the smart contract text box and then, you know, create some kind of an interface and literally create a smart contract within the wallet. This is the first time I've ever seen anything like this. And I mean, me and the Inner Circle, we are working around the clock trying to figure out how to create a couple of smart contracts. so that, we could show other folks how to create a smart contract. So this way, you don't need a middleman. You can create your own smart contract. You can create your own deals. And that's what's so beautiful about it. All right. Now, anyway, before I go on, I want to remind everybody that there was a hard fork. We talked about it, last month, that United Bitcoin was going to give out 1 United Bitcoin for 1 Bitcoin holder. For instance, if you are a holder of Bitcoin, for every 1 Bitcoin, you get 1 Bitcoin United. And they included quantum in this drop. And for every 100 quantum, you will get 1 United Bitcoin. And what's so beautiful about the quantum wallet, folks, and please, if you have not updated the quantum wallet, please get the most updated version of it. It's got something called add token, meaning that you are going to be able to hold other tokens in this wallet besides quantum, folks. And I think here we're supposed to be seeing the distribution of the UBTC on January 24th. Apparently, you could possibly just add these tokens right into your wallet without having to necessarily, do anything spectacular. I mean, it's just unbelievable, folks. Look, I'm not trying to, go overboard about this particular currency, but I think this is a great long-term buy. I mean, if you're one of these, bearish investors that just wants to put some money in something and just let it roll, I mean, folks, this thing has already gone up to $100, okay? So right now, if you take a look at the price, I think that it's at buying time right now, if you want my opinion. In the past 24 hours, quantum has gone down 14%. All right, the current price for quantum, and you could probably get it even cheaper in other exchanges, but the current price, $64.26. Now, we've already hit $100 on quantum. If you take a look at the chart, we've gone up to $100. So that means that there are bag holders at $100. So once we go over that $100 threshold, which we can do here at any time, I think that the sky's the limit, man. I think the sky's the limit on this one, and I am a buy and hold on quantum, and I hope everybody out there entertains it, looks at it, does their own research, and realizes this isn't a bad move. All right. Anyway, let's continue going, folks. I'm running out of time here. Let's go and talk about. Here, let me see. Let me just talk about one or two more coins here. We were talking about Genosis. GNO is the symbol. Now, a few weeks back, as a matter of fact, when I started broadcasting again in episode number 501, 502, 503, I called the bottom on Genosis at about $59, $58, telling everybody to buy on that. And I hope everybody did. A lot of folks in the inner circle did. They're profiting generously. I just want to remind everybody what the price is today. And once again, long-term investment reigns supreme. Now, the reason I called the bottom at 59 was because there's no way it was going to go any cheaper than that. You've got a lot of bag holders. As a matter of fact, right now, the sky's the limit on Genosis, in my opinion. But you had a lot of bag holders all the way to about $384, $385 on Genosis. And I thought that $59, $58 was the absolute bottom on that particular cryptocurrency for a lot of different reasons. First, obviously, the circulating supply, right? Right now, the Genosis circulating supply is 1.1 million GNO in circulation. 1.1 million. Low circulation. That looks good. What does the blockchain technology look like? Oh, it's a market predicting blockchain, which, it's trying to, I don't know, it's very complicated. It's similar to Augur, folks, and if you take a look at Augur, I also talked about Augur a couple of weeks back, and it has exploded as well. But it's the same type of blockchain technology. They're competitors. But Genosis here seems to be getting the edge as far as the price is concerned. The current price for Genosis, symbol GNO, $408.75. I sincerely hope you folks, entertained that move when I had suggested it. Let's go ahead and get to Zcash, folks, all right? ZEC is the symbol. The current market cap is $2.2 billion for Zcash. And you know, folks, I'm a fan of Zcash. I'm a fan of Zcash because, first of all, once again, low circulation, 3 million in circulation. All right, 3 million in circulation. That means, first of all, it's going to be pricey because there's not that many in circulation. Secondly, if you're a miner, I mean, this should show you that there's some mining potential in Zcash, to say the least. All right? And thirdly, it's got a privacy component within Zcash, and it's been one of several different cryptocurrencies that have been highly used in the dark web. Now, I'm not saying the dark web is a good thing, but it's still a market. And if it's using Zcash or if it's using Monero, which also has a privacy component, then it's going to be in demand to some extent. So that's going to drive the market price up. So these are the kind of indicators that you want to look for when investing in cryptocurrencies for the long term, so you can get a piece of these big, huge gains. And another thing, don't be too impatient, folks, okay? I mean, I know we've got a lot of young kids coming in, and it's real fun trading cryptocurrency, but don't get too, like, jittery, like, oh my God, I'm losing, it's in the red, I'm going to trade, oh my God. Remember, long-term investment reigns supreme, boy. Long-term investment reigns supreme. Anyway, folks, we are now well into the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. Before we get started on anything else, I'd like to remind everybody to please spread it around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And of course, folks, if you have not done so, please follow me on Gab. All right, it's the last bastion of free speech out here. All right, you can get there, type it in your browser, gab.ai, and you can follow me on that particular social media under the name Politics Ghost. All right, all one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow, and I am verified. All right, I am verified on there. And by the way, folks, look, I took it down and I brought it back. People have been asking, hey, Ghost, where's the True Capitalist Radio swag? I didn't get to get one. Bring it back up. So with that being said, folks, we're bringing it back. I'm sorry. We're bringing it back. Go ahead. Look at my Gab. Check out my Gab right now, folks, all right? True Capitalist Radio swag, baby. I'm talking coffee mugs, hoodies, sweaters, shirts, you name it, baby. Take a look at that right there, baby. Yeah! And you know, folks, some people are actually wearing these out there in America, and people are actually being recognized. People are like, hey, True Capitalist Radio, baby, huh? Yeah! You're goddamn right. We got True Capitalist Radio listeners and people a part of the capitalist army, not only all over America, but throughout the world. Because who doesn't want to be a capitalist, for Christ's sake? Anyway, let's continue going, folks. I want to continue talking about a couple more cryptocurrencies before I go off somewhere else. So let's go ahead and go to something. And look, I'm only going to cover this because someone within the inner circle, I think a couple of people within the inner circle, actually caught this particular cryptocurrency in an ICO, in an initial coin offering, and got it for like dirt cheap. I think like 6 or 7 cents or something. Now, for all those folks that don't know, yeah, you can actually be a part of an ICO in which you can actually go and purchase a coin before it actually is distributed into the market. And that's what an initial coin offering is. It's just that's what it is. Now, we've had a couple of people in the inner circle purchase a ICO some time ago. Much props to Popeye, by the way. Chainlink, all right, Chainlink. Let's go ahead and take a look at Chainlink. That's LINK is the symbol. The current market cap for Chainlink is $429 million in market cap. Now, the current circulating supply is a pre-mined $350 million. Now, I'm not too sure about the technology on this. The only reason that I know that it's worth saying anything about is because it's gone up in tremendous value, and the guys that are in the Chainlink or are part of the Chainlink ICO are heel kicking because they purchased a tremendous amount at like 6 or 7 cents. And right now, the current price for Chainlink, symbol LINK, $1.23 per Chainlink, baby. I mean, good God! So anyway, with that being said, baby, I mean, you know, we're the inner circle. We're just making money. And by the way, I try to give everyone who's listening to this broadcast the insight on making money moves, making money plays as often as I possibly can. But you know, I only have so much time in the day, baby. So I don't know. Maybe I'll have a freaking crypto hotline where people could just call me up or something. You know what I mean? Who knows? Who knows? Hey, engineer, can you look for something like that? Anyway, last but not least, I definitely want to talk about the Inner Circle's coin, our coin. I'm talking about 42 coin, baby. All right? 42 coin, all right? Now, folks, when it comes to 42 coin, folks, you know that myself, the Inner Circle, have a very vested interest in it. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we own about 7 of the coins amongst us all. And for all those that don't know, 42 coin, that's all there is in circulation. It's only 42 coins in circulation, baby, all right? And what have I told you about low circulation? I mean, the lower the circulation, by default, the scarcity will cause an increase in the price. And because there's so much low circulation, the price depends on the popularity. It depends on the acceptance. It depends on the value. It depends on a bunch of stuff. That's why the Inner Circle and myself, we've loved this coin ever since we found it. And that's why we're a part of it. We're an integral part of the whole coin. And I'm telling you this right now, folks, you ain't seen nothing yet. Just wait here the next month or two. You're going to see 42 coin on some mainstream exchanges. And once it is, baby, the sky's the limit. If you think that these prices are high prices for a coin, baby, you ain't seen nothing yet. This is going to be $1 million plus coin. This is going to be the most expensive coin in the crypto market. Mark my words, baby, all right? Mark my words. I'm not joking around. I mean, 42 coin, baby. It's going all the way up. Let's go ahead and get to the market cap, folks. It's got 2.1 million market capitalization right now. Of course, the circulating supply is 42, and only 42 coins, baby. All right. In the past 24 hours, it has gone down a tad bit. It's gone down 8.81%. And by the way, that's another reason why you should entertain this. It's a great pattern or swing trading play, baby. It's a great pattern or swing trading play. That's the way you do it. All right? I mean, these swings are in the thousands of dollars. And not to mention, it's a hedge against contractions. Altcoin market contractions go right to goddamn 42 coin and hedge your goddamn cryptocurrency there. Not to mention, folks, 42 coin has a extremely low transfer fee. An extremely low transfer fee. So with that being said, folks, we're in it for the long haul, and we're going to try to, I want to be honest with you, I want to own it all. All right, I mean, call me greedy. I'm sorry. I mean, I want to own all of it. I want to own all of 42 coin. All of it. And believe me, me, we're almost there, all right? The inner circle and myself, we're almost there, but I'm telling you that every time I make profits in these markets, every time I gain massively in liquidity, I'm putting it right into 42 coin, baby. You understand? Right into 42 coin. I want all of it. Do you understand? All of 42 coin. I want all of it! It's mine! I want all of it! Anyway, with that being said, that's enough crypto coverage here. Let me go ahead and go over the stock market. All right, now, the stock market, it was a little weak today, or I should say flat. I shouldn't say weak. It was a little flat. And the reason it was a little flat, folks, is because China is flexing economic nuts at America. China has threatened that it will not purchase United States, or may stop. Let's put it that way. They're just hinting that they may stop purchasing U.S. currency, or U.S. treasuries, excuse me. U.S. treasuries, folks, are bonds. You know, and for all those folks that are unaware, that's who keeps giving us money so that we can continue to make these stupid budgets that we're debating over right now, that we need to come up with one by January 19th. I'm talking the U.S. government. These are the people that are buying. Anybody who owns a bond owns a piece of the United States. They own a piece of the United States debt. Now, what China is threatening to do is stop purchasing those treasuries, stop purchasing those bonds, because that's going to hurt us pretty badly. Because what is that going to do technically? Well, because the United States needs lenders, because we continuously add debt on top of debt on top of debt, we're going to need to entice the market to purchase our bonds so that we can continue to sustain the debt. Now, what is the only way to do that is to raise the interest rates, and that means the yield that the bondholder will get when holding the bond. And if we have to do that, folks, we're in some serious trouble, all right? I'm just saying, we're in some serious goddamn trouble. This is where this whole economic warfare comes in, because we're a debt-ridden nation. And thanks to Barack Obama, and let's be honest, folks, Barack Obama was the worst anti-American president ever in world history. I mean, you're talking about the ultimate Benedict Arnold. It was this stupid piece of trash. This man added $10 trillion, over $10 trillion in debt. That is more debt than all the previous presidents combined, folks. Okay? All the previous presidents combined. Now that we've got China threatening not to purchase U.S. treasuries, then someone in the world has to come up and say, hey, we'll purchase those treasuries, screw China. And there's not that many people that want to do that anymore, folks. All right? I mean, especially now that we're an America First country and it's all about America, you've got a lot of countries that are not going to want to purchase U.S. treasuries. Now, if I were Trump and if I were Steve Mnuchin, the Secretary of Treasury, as we start seeing economic productivity happen in America, I think that we should go back to what they did during World War II, in my opinion. I think that we should have advertisements encouraging the American prosperous worker to start putting in to U.S. treasuries, okay? All right? I'm not joking around, man. I think that the United States people should own the debt of the United States, not a bunch of foreign entities. I mean, we, the people, are supposed to be the ones in charge of this country, and the only reason we're not is because we don't hold the debt to this country. And, folks, it was an expose back, 2 years ago in 2016, Bloomberg, under a Freedom of Information Act request, found out that it was Saudi Arabia that owns 70% of our debt. And that's why, folks, every president, up until at least Donald Trump, every president would hold the hand of the goddamn king of Saudi Arabia. Do you remember that? You remember when George W. Bush, held this bastard's hand? And, I mean, it's just ridiculous, just complete groveling. And the reason is because these people are legitimately buying our debt. They're our creditors. They keep extending our credit line. Okay? Now, with that being said, I personally believe that the president should, focus America's attention on bonds. Now, what are bonds, okay, folks? There's a bunch of different ones. There's 5-year, 10-year, and 20-year, or 30-year. There's a 30-year one, excuse me. Now, why would anybody purchase these things if they're such low yields? Well, because, folks, if you invest in bonds, the profits that you gain from bonds, the profits that you generate from bonds are tax-free. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying, folks? And that's what most, billionaires do. All right? Most billionaires, they make $1 billion and they're like, oh, man, well, I don't want to pay taxes. Here, let me throw this in a 10-year, or let me throw this in a 15-year, or a 30-year, or whatever. And then by the time that bond yield matures and they take out the money and whatever small percentage yield that they gain on an annual basis is paid out, plus whatever they put in, it's tax-free, baby. So that right there should make it the most attractive of any kind of financial instrument. And secondly, it's your country. It's your damn country, man. We should not be at the behest of a bunch of international idiots who can sit here and hold our debt over our faces. And that's what skewed the market today, folks. The market got a little shook. All right, the market got a little shook today because China threatened to no longer purchase U.S. Treasuries. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at what happened in the market today. Dow Jones Industrial down 16.67 points, a percentage decrease of 0.07%. Closing out the Dow, it's still over 25 though, huh? 25,369.13 points for the Dow Jones Industrial. All right, and I'm serious. I hope the president is listening. I would encourage the United States citizens, once they start prospering, once they start making lots of capital, to start purchasing the United States bond again and start owning a piece of America. All right? And this way, there's no way Washington, D.C. can claim that, anyone or any entity or any other country has authority over the American people. And that's a fact, folks. The authority of our government, the authority of these assholes in Washington, D.C., is solely dependent on who owns the United States debt. Give me a break. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue. S&P 500 also down 3.06 points, a percentage decrease of 0.11%, closing out the S&P at 2,748.23 points for the S&P 500. We've got the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is also down 10.01 points, a percentage decrease of 0.14%. Closing out the NASDAQ at 7,153.57 points for the NASDAQ composite. Let's go ahead and get to some commodities, shall we, folks? Let's go ahead and get to some commodities. Now, because you've got some kind of tomfoolery going on with China, you can tell that people started going elsewhere in the market. And if you want my opinion, folks, they're going towards weird metals. I mean, platinum, I never see platinum go up, and it was up almost 0.5%. They're going into energy. Energy has been going through the roof. Some of these scarce agricultures, etc. Let's go ahead and go over it, shall we? Energy, WTI sweet crude, all right, it is up a penny today, a percentage increase of 0.02%, closing out WTI at $63.58 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. Brent crude down today, 0.06, that's actually 6 cents, excuse me, down 6 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.09%, closing out Brent crude at $69.14 per barrel of Brent crude oil. Gasoline is going up, and be expecting to be factoring that in here in the next couple of months in your bills, folks. 0.07% increase. Natural gas is up 0.28%. Heating oil is up 0.02%. Let's get to the metals, shall we? The metals! Let's get to the goddamn metals! Metals is up. Let's say gold is up $1.60, a percentage increase of 0.12%, closing out gold at $1,318.49 per troy ounce of gold. We've got silver unchanged today, although if you take a look at the charts on all metals, it went a completely unbelievable rise, and then it just tailed off there at the end of the day, folks. You could tell that they were reacting to that China news I had just mentioned previous here. Once again, silver is unchanged. Current price for silver is $17.03. Copper is up 0.26%, and platinum is up 0.17%. Let's go ahead and get to agriculture. Let's get to the grains. Corn is down 0.07%. Wheat is down 0.06%. Oats is unchanged. Rough rice is down 0.33%. Soybeans are down 0.08%. Soybean oil is down 0.06%. And canola is down 0.10%. Let's get to the soft, shall we? Now that we're getting closer to Valentine's Day, I wonder if this is why we're seeing such an increase on cocoa, huh? I wonder, okay? Let's go ahead. Cocoa is up 2.21% increase on the day. Good God. Let's get to coffee.
Hey, dude, just don't talk to me, man. Just don't talk to me unless I have my coffee, dude.
Yeah, shut up, you stupid freak. And by the way, I want to remind everybody to boycott Starbucks. Boycott Starbucks. Anyway, coffee is down 0.96%. Sugar is down 0.54%. Orange juice is up. What did I tell you, folks? It's going to continue going up. Why? We saw a freeze in Florida, and I've been telling you this for years. Folks, and it's continuing going up. Orange juice is up 0.33%. Cotton is up 1.66%, and I'm pretty sure that has to do with everybody getting their long johns and getting their jackets on this, trying to beat the Arctic front out here. Lumber is up 0.88%. Rubber is down 0.58%. Ethanol is down 0.15%. Let's get to livestock. Live cattle, folks, is down 0.71%. 0.71% decrease for live cattle. And let me tell you something. Just keep those prices going down, baby, all right? I love beef tenderloin. I love porterhouse, baby. Keep it coming, all right? We got cattle feeder down 0.37%, and lean hog is down today 1.30% for lean hogs, folks. And that, my friends, is the markets for your ass, all right? All right, folks. First of all, thank you very much for tuning in with me. I know we went a little overboard on some of the crypto and on some of the stock stuff, but hey, baby, it's capitalism. I'm trying to spark synapses in the brains of capitalists throughout the world. That's what I'm trying to do, baby. That's what I'm trying to do. Good God. Anyway, let's continue going, for Christ's sake, man. All right, what are we doing now? Oh, yeah, Gab Shout Outs. Great. Yeah, just exactly what I want to do right now, for Christ's sake. Good God. Do we have to do this, engineer? All right. Well, folks, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get ready for some Gab Shout Outs, all right? And for all those that don't know, all you got to do is go to my Gab. Go to my Gab. My Gab account is Politics Ghost, all one word, no underscores, all right? Politics Ghost. And when you do, I'd like for you all to please like the post that states, True Capitalist Radio is now live. Listen in. If you like the post that states, True Capitalist Radio is now live, listen in. I will give you a shout out live right here on the Gab, right here on the broadcast, right here and now. Hey, engineer, do we have any Gab shout-outs? I'm sure we do, but do we have any? All right, well, let's go ahead and go to some Gab shout-outs right now. All right, who do we got going on over here? I'm not going to say that name. We got Rational Ryan, BN King in the house, John in the place, Big Nuke's Tiny Hands. Big Nuke's Tiny... Shut up! Don't make fun of the president! Shut up! Prove you're not bald. I'm not going to prove nothing. You can prove these nuts. How you like that, fruit bowl? We got Waltman 13. Hot deals in Trump Tower. Look, shut up about Trump Tower, right? Everything's all right, you wishful thinking leftist jerk dicks. We've got Noah 380 or something. I don't know what the hell that is. We got Jonathan Smith in the house. Who the hell else do we have here, for Christ's sake? We've got Trash Hunger Games. What the hell does that mean? Jesus Christ. Who the hell else have we got? I wish I wasn't Jewish. What the? Shut up! Shut up! Shut your ass! What the hell's your problem, man? Why do you all think I'm a Jew? Why do all of you idiots out there think I'm a Jew? Jesus Christ, I use yarmulkes for coffee filters, for Christ's sake. Give me the mic. Jesus Christ, man. I use yarmulkes for coffee filters out here, you piece of crap. The hell are you talking about? I'm not, look, just even if I was a Jewish, so what? So what? L'chaim, all right? L'chaim. You piece of crap, so what? Good God, we got Brianna Wu. Who the hell is that? Give me a break. Are you the broad from freaking Gamergate? You better not be the broad from Gamergate. Why the hell are you even freaking... Why are you even... Just shut up. We've got a trans tower. Yeah, somebody put a pair of balls on a tower. That's great. That's great, man. Just shut up. Jesus Christ. We got Supa in the place. What's going on? We've got Vetaforum Wars in the house. I'm not gonna say that, you sick son of a bitch. 18 naked cowboys at Ram Ranch. Oh man, y'all are going to Ram Ranch, huh, boy? How are you going to Ram Ranch? Wait a minute, Mayor Ron Nuremberg. Is that the mayor of San Antonio, Texas? Get off my show, you liberal piece of trash! Get off my show! Get off my show if you're the mayor of San Antonio! Get off my show! You and all these liberals out here in San Antonio have turned San Antonio into a citywide Walmart. You understand? This whole goddamn city is a freaking flea market, for Christ's sake. Give me the mic. That better not be the goddamn mayor. I'll tell you that right goddamn now. He's a piece of trash. He's a piece of trash. And you know something else? The chief of police out here, Mr. What the hell's his name? McManus? Chief McManus. You hear what this bastard did? This son of a bitch. Instead of turning over illegal immigrants to ICE agents, this son of a bitch, this chief of police in San Antonio, Texas, gave the immigrants to a nonprofit organization. Oh, that's great, isn't it? They're supposed to be serving and protecting United States citizens. They're supposed to be serving and protecting tax collectors, taxpayers, screw tax collectors, taxpayers, and this is what they're doing? Just get off my show if you happen to be anybody that is in San Antonio government or any. Get off my show. You're a piece of trash. You're a piece of trash. Jesus Christ. We got Aquafornia. Oh, that's horrible, man. But you know what? It's a bunch of liberals in California. Who cares? All right, who gives a crap? Anyway, Cooking with Anne Frank. Oh, shut up! Good God! Cooking with Anne Frank, man. What the? Why do you all even come up with crap like this, man? Honestly. I mean, what is it? What kind of major malfunction? I mean, what are you all thinking? Give me the mic. Jesus Christ, man. You see what I got to put up with here, folks? You see what I got to put up with? Hey, look, I've got the San Antonio Police Department now. I mean, look, just stop listening to my broadcast, all right? Anybody that's in San Hambonio, stop listening to my broadcast, all right? All right? I mean, you don't get it, all right? You people don't get what I'm saying, all right? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, all right? I'm just saying. Good God. You know, you people are going to drive me to drink. You know that? You people are going to drive me to goddamn drink! I mean, I'm serious, folks. All I'm trying to do is do a damn show here, and this is the kind of crap I get, all right? What's up, Manhood Magic in the house? There's Jenda Sawyer. Good God. I mean, I don't know. There's Billy the Belt Boy. What's going on? We've got Disney Grow President. What the hell does that mean? Disney Grow President. What the hell is that? You shut up! Shut up! Not again! Not again! You shut up! God! Why the hell are you making me say that? Why the hell are you people making me say that, you piece of crap? Why? Why are you making me say that? Oh, my God. Give me the freaking mic. Jesus Christ, man. Do you hear what these people make? It says the word Disney, and then it says grow, and then it says president. I mean, give me a break. Who would have thought of that? What kind of stupid troll terrorist cyber vermin asshole has enough time to think of this crap? Seriously. Listen, I didn't mean to say, look, I don't mean to say this garbage, folks. I'm just reading names randomly on the goddamn Gab that are coming up that people are out here, they're liking my goddamn post. Oh, my God, man. I didn't mean to say that, folks. I'm sorry, man. That's not my fault. That's not my fault, all right? That's these idiots here, man. Man, I don't even want to go on after that. I can't believe you all made me say that. I can't believe you people. Good God. Oh, my God, man. I don't even know what to say. We got Lord Vulcan in the house. Let's go. I'll just keep going, man. I'll just keep going, for Christ's sake. Ghost does not know the way. Are y'all talking like Ugandan virtual reality chatters? Have y'all seen this virtual reality garbage? It's a bunch of Ugandans, and they're like literally like sexually harassing women on virtual reality by saying, "Oh my God, there's a woman right there. Woman, do you know the way? Do you know the way?" I swear to God, I'm not being racist. They're really doing that. Anyway, I'm sorry, folks. I don't know, man. We got Meme Magic in the house. What's going on in Meme Magic? Who else do we have here? We got, I'm not saying that again. I'm not saying that again. We got Super Dan 1000. We've got Trump Tower 750 degrees higher. You son of a... Shut Shut your stupid hole! Are you kidding me? You've got to be kidding me! Good God, man! Look, I don't even know what, I don't want to do this, bro. You know, every time I get to this point in the show, after I don't want to do the show anymore. I just don't want to do it. I mean, you're listening to these freaks, man. They're making me say this crap. They're forcing me to say it. Freaking troll terrorists, cyber vermin bastards. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Jesus Christ, man. I'm just trying to do a goddamn show around here, man. You understand that? I'm just trying to do a show. You goddamn pickled prick, seat-snipping, phallic-fluffing, dog-farting, fetish, piggish, power-bottom fruit balls. I'm just trying to do a show around here. I'm going to calm down here, folks. I don't know what to do, man. Look, I'm not supposed to be drinking here. I'm supposed to be, to be honest with you, folks, I'm supposed to be stopping drinking right now. You know that? I'm supposed to be stopping drinking right now. I've got an ulcer going on. My health ain't going too well, for Christ's sake, man. But, you know, I mean, just listen to this for a minute, man. I mean, listen to the depravity. Listen to the sickness. Listen to these freaks, man. This is what's going to lead the country in the next 20 years. These people. Oh, I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about it. Oh my God, man. I have to do it. I'm sorry. I have to do it. More beer! More beer, for Christ's sake, man. I've got to do it, man. I'm sorry. I've got to do it because you people, because of all you goddamn troll terrorists and cyber vermin assholes out here, man. I come to this broadcast, I'm always in a decent mood. I'm always in a goddamn decent mood to do the damn broadcast. And then comes Gab Shout Outs. And, I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do, man. I'm going to be honest. I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do, man. Give me a freak. It's all your fault, man. It's all your fault I'm drinking. All you troll terrorists and cyber vermin, it's all your fucking fault. Excuse my French. Let me have some goddamn beer, for Christ's sake. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Look, I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry that I'm getting a little upset and a little angry here. But, I mean, if you've been listening to the broadcast for a long time, you know. All right, man. I'm not going to, you know what? All you people on Gab, well, look, I'm going to take a couple more. And I'm sure it's going to be pure trash. I'm sure it's going to be pure crap. McManus 2020. Yeah, shut up, all right? Shut up. Just shut your stupid mouth. The Cyber Vermin Fight Club. Yeah, right. You ain't fighting nothing. Are you kidding me? You dumb little brats wouldn't go outside to go take out the trash, you pieces of garbage. Spermy the Cat. What the hell is Spermy the Cat still doing here? I thought we got rid of that guy. Get Spermy's ass out of here. Good God. Who else do we have here, for Christ's sake? Man, I'm not saying these stupid names. You know, I can see what you idiots are doing. You're trying to make me say something racist, and I'm not going to do it. All right? I'm not going to do it, man. You can sit here and try all you want to. I'm not going to do it. Jesus Christ. Noseberg the Juju Matzah. Look, that's it, man. Damn it. it, man. That's it. You people make me sick. You people are sick. You people are racist. And I'm not done. I'm done with it. I'm done with the Gab Shout Outs. I don't even know why I continue there. Give me the freaking mic. I'm done with this goddamn Gab Shout Outs. I'm done. So stop gabbing at me, all of you. Just stop gabbing at me. Stop gabbing at me. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. And hold on, what the hell is this? I'm afraid there's a toilet bowl and somebody peeing in it. What the hell is this? What did y'all do? What the hell did you do? What is this?
I'm just Baby Bunch. I heard you had a piss fetish, so I'm making this video just for you. Oh, that's right, Baby Bunch. Just think this is your face and just me pissing all over it. I'm that Baby Bunch just for your face.
Turn it off and Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Wait! Whoa! Wait a minute! Was that the goddamn internet butt stalker, man? I thought we got rid of that guy too, for Christ's sake! What is he doing? What is he doing peeing and oh my God! Oh my God! Look at my Gab! Look at what this sick bastard did! Oh God! Man, you people got a lot of freaking problems, man! You people got a lot of freaking problems! That's sick! That's sick! Look at my Gab! I mean, you know what? Don't look at my Gab! Just don't! It's sick! It's sick! It's freaking sick! Oh my God, man! You're a sick internet butt stalker, man! You got a lot of freaking problems! I hope that there's a goddamn municipal vice squad looking after your ass! Oh, God, that's gross! That's freaking gross! Give me the mic! Freaking internet butt stalker, man! I thought we got rid of that asshole back in 2012! This guy's making videos now, and good God! That's just gross, man! Oh my God, man! I gotta drink beer after that guy. That's gross! It's gross! Oh my God! I gotta drink, man. I'm sorry. I gotta drink, man. Jesus Christ, man. You know, how can anybody continue to do a broadcast after that, man? Seriously, man. How does anybody expect me to continue to do a goddamn broadcast after this, man? I mean, don't you idiots understand that my show is serious business? I mean, I've got production notes. I've got production notes that I handwrite myself. Freaking production notes right there. That's it, man. I'm not, maybe I should just end this broadcast early, right? No, nobody gives a crap, huh? Nobody gives a crap. Nobody gives a crap. I mean, this is the internet, right? Huh? This is the internet. A bunch of troll terrorists and cyber vermin. They're just going to sit here and keep picking 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 and keep picking. Jesus. never going to end. You know, folks, for you folks that are just tuning in, man, and they're just like tuning in with us, I've been trying to get away from these people for 10 years. You know, this Friday, folks, is going to be my 10-year anniversary of yours truly broadcasting on Blog Talk Radio, man. I've been trying to get rid of these troll terrorists and cyber vermin bastards for 10 years. And they don't go away, man. They don't go away. You know, I went away for 5 years, and I came back, and they're still there. They're still there. They're still here. And I just don't understand it. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, I don't want to do the show right now. I don't. I really don't. I don't want to do the show. I'm sorry. 10 years of this garbage. 10 years of this crap. Oh, my God, man. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. My freaking heart hurts, you know that? My freaking heart hurts! My freaking heart! It hurts! Right freaking here! Give me the mic! I'm done, man. I'm serious. I'm thinking about quitting the show. And of course, I've got these Aspie Spurgs on here. I've got these Aspie autists on Gab saying, yeah, and the broadcast goes, we win. Yay, we win. You don't win nothing. You don't win nothing. I mean, don't you people understand? I deserve more respect, man. Do you understand that? I deserve more respect. Jesus, give me some more freaking beer, for Christ's sake, man. God damn it. I'm sorry, folks. I'm not, in the best moods to be doing a broadcast after all this crap. I'm not in the best mood, man. You know what? I don't know what to do, folks. I'm sorry. I'm at a loss for words, man. I really don't want to do the broadcast anymore, but I know I kind of got to, because I know that there's a lot of people, a lot of individuals that are out there on the internet that are listening to this broadcast and that take it serious. And I got to keep the show going because of those serious listeners, man. I'm talking about the people that not only listen to the first hour, but listen to the straight political dope that yours truly always broadcasts on his show. So I'm just going to keep going, folks. All right, I'm not going to let these bastards, these troll terrorists, these cyber vermin, these pieces of loser trash, these wastes of life.
Blog Talk Radio. Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please hold and you will be able to listen to the show.
Donald Trump. Now, folks, I don't know if you were looking yesterday on the television set, but Donald Trump allowed the media inside a bipartisan meeting over DACA, over immigration, and it was beautiful. You saw the man himself, Donald Trump, the art of the deal, the man who masters business in action, and basically negotiating, wheeling and dealing. It was an excellent display of what the internal workings of Washington was. And everyone, even the president's critics, have had to say that that display was unbelievable. Even people that work inside the Beltway, even people that are Washington correspondents, were saying that they couldn't believe what they had witnessed during that 45-minute session between Donald Trump and both sides of the aisle when discussing DACA. Now, one thing I do want to point to, folks, is that you had a lot of people grandstanding in that meeting. Lindsey Graham, a couple of other Republicans, all the Democrats, Diane Feinstein, all these people grandstanding. All these people trying to say that they know better. As a matter of fact, let's just go ahead and segue into Diane Feinstein. Diane Feinstein tried to tell the president that he should just pass DACA as a sign of goodwill, and maybe the Democrats will fall in line with him with other garbage. Oh, yeah, we're really going to believe that from you, Feinstein, parentheses, parentheses, parentheses. And guess what? Right after that display by Diane Feinstein, and even when you thought that the president was attempting, whether you hate the president or not, that was a genuine attempt at bringing both sides of the aisle together. This morning you had Diane Feinstein releasing the testimony of Fusion GPS founder Glenn Simpson. Now, I don't know what the hell Diane Feinstein was attempting to do in the releasing of this testimony. I don't know if she was trying to discredit Trump. I don't know what she was trying to do. But either way, it makes Trump look even more like he is a victim of a witch hunt. Okay? Glenn Simpson did not answer integral questions that need to be answered. For instance, were there Russians or any kind of Russian foreign agents working on the compilation of this dossier? Was the FBI paying you or paying your representative, Christopher Steele, in any kind of capacity? He refused to answer integral questions, folks, and the only thing he said about the Russian dossier is that it's a legitimate document. Give me a break. I mean, folks, do y'all remember when we first started seeing this dossier thrown around? It was first published on BuzzFeed, and then it got all over Poll, and then Poll found the little piss story. With all due respect, folks, if you don't know about the Russian dossier, it is infamous, claiming that Donald Trump had some kind of a urination fetish and was in some kind of a hotel at Moscow and was under surveillance by the Russians while he was taking a golden shower with Russian prostitutes or something of that capacity. I have no idea. But what Poll found was that this story that was comprised, that was supposed to be a part of the Russian dossier, was taken from a fan fiction. It was taken from a fan fiction, for Christ's sake. Okay? And thirdly, folks, I think that this whole damn Russian dossier is one of the sickest, ridiculous documents in the history of the United States of America. Because lest we forget, folks, according to the House Judiciary Committee, and according to what Representative Jim Jordan out of Ohio has surmised, that Peter Strzok, the guy who was dismissed from Robert Mueller's special counsel on Russia-Trump, the guy who reworded James Comey's statement about Hillary Clinton's emails from grossly negligent to careless and unsophisticated, the same Peter Strzok that was text messaging some goddamn FBI lawyer he was banging about how he needed to save the country from Trump and all this other nonsense. According to Representative Jim Jordan out of Ohio, he surmised that Peter Strzok utilized the Russian dossier as evidence to legitimize a FISA warrant in the FISA court to wiretap Donald Trump and his associates. I mean, lest we forget, they're getting close to election time 2016. Remember when Donald Trump said that his lines were being wiretapped, quote unquote? And remember when Obama and everybody was calling him crazy for that? Folks, he actually was. He actually was. And according to the testimony of the Fusion GPS founder, Glenn Simpson, he claims that not only did the Fusion GPS group have the FBI had an informant within the inner circle of Donald Trump. Now, what Glenn Simpson knew, or why he knew that the FBI had an informant within the inner circle of Donald Trump, I have no idea. And secondly, if that was the case, because Glenn Simpson did testify that the FBI did have an informant in the inner circle within Donald Trump, if that's the case, then how does Glenn Simpson know this? How does Fusion GPS know this? I mean, that means that there was some sort of collusion, since we're liking to throw that word around a lot, there was some sort of collusion with the FBI and Fusion GPS. We already know the connection with that stupid broad, what was her name? Nellie Orr, excuse me, who was the wife of the former Deputy Attorney General. I mean, we already know that connection. We already know that the DOJ was working with Fusion GPS. So does Glenn Simpson's testimony that was released by Diane Feinstein, does that mean that the FBI was also working with Fusion GPS to compile this Russian dossier? And if that's the case, folks, then why isn't anyone going to jail over this? And I continue to ask each and every one of you, are these people too big to jail? Is the former Deputy Attorney General and his wife, who were working with Fusion GPS, they're too big to jail? Is Peter Strzok, the FBI agent who was a part of not only screwing around with the Hillary Clinton email scandal, but also a part of Robert Mueller's special investigation into Russia Trump, you mean to tell me this guy is too big to jail? I mean, that's what I keep telling you, folks. We need to stick on this. Us, those of us on the Trump train, we need to literally email. We need to contact. We need to call. We need to Facebook message, Twitter message, our goddamn congressman and tell them that this goddamn Robert Mueller special counsel is nothing more than a political weapon for the Democrats, and it jeopardizes the law of the land. It jeopardizes the law of the land and jeopardizes the institutions of our government. Robert Mueller at this point should have no authority to do anything, and as far as I'm concerned, he should be investigated. Why did Robert Mueller comprise his team of nothing but the worst anti-Trumpers that this asshole could find? To the point where not even a bureaucratic, documented, obsessed asshole like Robert Mueller, not even he could have the foresight in knowing that, hey, maybe Peter Strzok could be compromised. Maybe all this evidence that you're using could be compromised. No, this bureaucrat, Robert Mueller, thinks he's bigger than the law. He thinks he's above the law. And those of us in the United States that still believe in this country, we need to stand up. And we need to be vocal and tell Robert Mueller that you are not above the law. You don't create the law. Do you understand me? You don't get to create special counsels and use it as a political weapon for the Democrats. Do you understand me? I hope people that are listening out there, man. I hope people that are listening, because I'm glad today that the president said that he was reluctant now to testify or be cross-examined by Robert Mueller and his special counsel, and he should, because any attorney, any lawyer will tell you that the reason that Robert Mueller is asking for an interview with the president is because Robert Mueller has no case. He has no case whatsoever against Donald Trump, and what Robert Mueller wants to do is cross-examine the president and try to find him in the most trivial, meaningless lie that he could trip him up with a bunch of legalese and a bunch of jargon and a bunch of splitting hairs, which what these bureaucrats know how to do. So that's why I'm saying, folks, the damn Robert Mueller special counsel has no case, and the proof is it's them wanting to interview the president. And the president's lawyers should be telling him, do not testify, and have them, hey, if they've got a case against the president, if they've got some sort of evidence, if they've got some sort of proof, then bring it. The president should not be making the case for Robert Mueller. Robert Mueller is a political weapon. He is not an ethical person. I'm sick and tired of people saying, well, Robert Mueller, he's been around, he's a great ethical man. Yeah, right. Are you kidding me? He was the director of the FBI during 9/11/2001. He was the FBI director that directed the FBI to confiscate every videotape that had a vantage point of the Pentagon, from every gas station, from every hotel. Those videos that could show us a good vantage point on what went into the Pentagon, those are in the possession of the FBI. And guess who ordered them to do it? Robert Mueller. This man is a cleanup man for the deep state, for Christ's sake. Wake up! Wake up! Good God, man. And now Robert Mueller, he's going to bring on some veteran cyber prosecutor now on his team. Oh, great, right? Oh, yeah, some veteran cyber prosecutor. Who are you bringing in? Who are you going to bring in there, Robert Mueller? And what are you expecting to get? What are you expecting to gather? That's why I'm saying, folks, we need to stop Robert Mueller, and we need to cut that man off at the pass. This guy is a bureaucratic cleanup man. He's a deep state cleanup man, and we've got to stop him! Stop thinking that this man is going to go away! It's time for you, the people! You elected Donald Trump! Remember that? We all came together in unison and forced this bureaucratic system to crap and forced it to accept Donald Trump as president. It's time for us to go out there, and I'm telling you, we got to contact these congressmen. We got to contact them and tell them, stop this political weapon. Stop this political witch hunt. It's jeopardizing the institutions of our government, damn it. And you know, the President of the United States said today that the Republicans need to take control of this Russia investigation. All right? Because how the hell the Democrats have been able to maneuver all this political criminality, utilizing the DOJ, the FBI, and Robert Mueller special counsel as political weapons, how they've been able to get away with this is beyond me. But I can tell you why Mr. and Mrs. Joe Sixpack in America don't know about it, because the mainstream media sure as hell ain't saying nothing about it, boy. Anyway, we are now well into the third and final hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. Before we get into anything else, I'd like to remind everybody to please spread it around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, and we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And of course, if you have not done so, please follow me on Gab, the last bastion of free speech on social media. You can follow me on there under the name Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow, all right? Now, I want to go ahead and get away from talking about that political weaponized Robert Mueller special counsel, and I'm going to move on, and I want to talk a little bit about DACA. Now, for you folks that are unaware, DACA is something called the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, which means that illegal immigrants that happen to smuggle their asses into the country and have a child, that child, according to this DACA action, is a temporary United States citizen. Okay? That's why it's called Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. And you see, that's what we're trying to figure out now, is that deferred action and what's going to culminate thereof. Okay? Now, yesterday, when the president brought in both sides of the aisle, I think what he was trying to do is play a political game amongst both of the parties, since both of the parties have been trying to screw the president ever since the man went into the White House. And what he is showing is this. He is proving that even though everyone out here in America was, border this, border that, no amnesty, no this, no that. He basically told both parties that, look, I'm malleable on DACA, but I'm not going to have a deal relating to DACA or having DACA involved in it unless there's a border wall, unless there is an end to this immigrant lottery system, and an end to chain migration. And unless those three things incorporated in a bill with DACA, then the president will sign it. But you see, that's why the president televised that meeting for 45 minutes yesterday with the Republicans and the Democrats, because they're not going to come up with a deal, folks. Okay? You've got a splintered GOP on this matter. You've got a good portion of the GOP that are, no amnesty, no DACA, and you've got another humongous contingent of the GOP that are actually falling for this whole humanitarian nonsense. So right off the bat, with the meeting that Donald Trump had yesterday, he's exposing the fact that even if Donald Trump wanted to be gun-ho about amnesty, wanted to be gun-ho about DACA and wanted to send these 800,000 people back to where they came from, he doesn't even have all of the GOP on board to make this even a reality. Does everybody understand that? I mean, that's why you even had people on the GOP side yesterday in that televised meeting trying to talk in favor of DACA. All right? So right off the bat, everyone that is about no amnesty, no DACA, that's great, but not even the Republican Party as a whole is all on that particular side of the debate. So even if Donald Trump, even if President Trump was to say, look, no DACA, that's it, we need to vote on this, he doesn't have the votes in the Republican side to end DACA. So that's why Donald Trump said, all right, y'all want to force my hand on DACA? Y'all are going to try to make me have egg on my face? Fine. I'll sign DACA, but there better be a damn border wall, there better be an end to this immigrant lottery system, and there better be an end to chain migration. If you have those three factors in a bill doing something about these people from DACA, then I'll sign it. But I don't think that's ever going to happen, folks. That's never going to happen because, first of all, you're not going to have lots of people on the GOP side doing any kind of compromise for DACA. And at the same time, you're also going to have some people on the GOP side that are open arms about a compromise with DACA. And, of course, everyone on the left right now, they're all for this DACA crap because, let's be honest, they want the Democrats' name on the legalization of the DACA kids so that they can have them as voters for a lifetime. So right now, what the president did yesterday by televising that meeting between both sides is expose the fact that that's why we're never going to get nothing done in Washington, D.C. Okay? So all you people that are blaming Donald Trump that, he's caving in on DACA, he's caving in, no DACA, no amnesty. Hey, assholes, you shouldn't be bitching at the president for this. You should be bitching at all those pro-immigrant assholes on the GOP side that are out here who would not vote for a bill to send these DACA kids back where they belong, okay? That's who you can blame. You can blame all those Republicans on that side. Because, look, the Republicans have control of the House. They have control of the Senate. I mean, if they were all on board, they could send these kids packing tomorrow. But they're not, folks. And you see, why is Trump going to why is he going to make himself look stupid when he's already been made a fool out of by the GOP when he tried to pass a a new health care reform at the beginning of 2017. He's not going to let that happen to him again. So he said, look, all right, if you want to sit here and you want me to be malleable on DACA, you want me to compromise on DACA, well then bring me a bill with some kind of compromise and make sure it includes the end of this lottery immigration system, just end the whole goddamn chain migration and funding for the wall. And they're never going to do it, folks. That's why I'm saying it was a great display of what Donald Trump did yesterday. It was the art of the deal. He's putting all those people's nuts on the table. And if you want my opinion, I don't think Donald Trump gives a crap if the GOP wins a majority or not in 2018. And I can't say I blame him. I can't say I blame him, man, because let me tell you, the GOP have done nothing. They've done no favors for the president. They have been obstinate against the Make America Great Again policy ever since this man came into power. And that's why, folks, if you want my opinion, we've got 34 different politicians on the GOP side in the House of Representatives and in the Senate that are retiring in the 2018 election. 34 Republicans are retiring before the 2018 election. Now, why is that? I'll tell you why that is, folks, because Donald Trump is putting their nuts on the table. Donald Trump is holding them accountable. And they don't want to look like the idiot, power-hungry bureaucrats that they truly are that are working against the United States people's interest. And that's why you've got them all saying they're retiring. Notice them all. Look at Jeff Flake. What a flake. All right, that's why he's retiring, because he knows he and his pathetic waste of existence out there in Congress is going to be have to be held accountable. It's going to have to be held accountable. And they don't want to be held accountable, folks. So that's why I'm saying, Donald Trump is putting these people's nuts on the table and say, look, I'm not going to sit here and say yes or no to any of you people, all right? I'm saying this. You want DACA on the left? You give me a bill with some kind of DACA compromise, but it better include the things that I want. If not, go screw yourself. And the GOP, it shows that not all these people are on board with ending DACA and sending them back where they belong. So that's why I'm telling you, folks, all you people that are off the damn Trump train because you think that Donald Trump is caving into amnesty or DACA, you don't know politics and you don't know your ass from your elbow, all right? And that's all there is to it, all right? That's all there is to it. And if you want my opinion, folks, if we don't come to some kind of an agreement by the 19th, I personally believe that these damn Democrats are going to attempt to shut down the government. And that works in favor of Donald Trump as well, because then it makes the Democrats look like they're anti-American trash, which they are. We all know they are. We all lived through the Obama administration when the Democrats were in power. It was all anti-American policies being implemented. That's why the way of life during Barack Obama's tenure was a piece of crap. So that's why I'm saying, folks, if they're going to shut down the government because of people that aren't even citizens of this country, this should show all of the electorate. This should show all of America that these people that are a part of the Democratic Party could care less about you, could care less about this country, could care less about America, and could care less about the people, could care less about their constituency. Is that what you elect people to do, folks? You're an American citizen. Whether you're Democrat or Republican, you are an American citizen. You're legal. You pay taxes, for Christ's sake. And you mean to tell me that you're going to allow the Democrats to use you so that they can put illegal immigrants on a pedestal that supersede your American citizenry? Do you understand me? By these Democrats saying that they're going to shut down the government because of DACA and because of immigration, that should show all of you, doesn't matter your political persuasion, that should show all of you that Democrats are anti-American trash. They're anti-American garbage. That means that illegal immigrants, people that break the law to come into this country, according to the Democrats, have more authority in this country than you do as an American citizen. And that's what this means, folks. That's what this means, and I hope that most of you have enough sense to understand that. Anyway, let's move on, folks. We're running out of time here. I definitely want to talk about North Korea. And once again, I hate to keep reiterating this, but I told you also that the president knew exactly what he was doing. He was posturing up to Kim-Jong-un. Kim-Jong-un, you want to know, and I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again. You know when I knew that Kim-Jong-un was a bunch of garbage? When he threatened to throw a ballistic missile towards Guam, which, of course, we, the United States, have a base there, and he gave a deadline to when he was going to do it, and then when that deadline passed, he never did it. That's when I knew that Kim Jong-un was all talk, and even the foreign policy makers in the Trump administration had to have known that after that as well. And that's why Donald Trump utilized Twitter as a means to kind of get into the head of Kim Jong-un. I mean, he got into this guy's head, man. Did you all see him at the New Year's speech that he gave his people? I mean, I hate to keep saying this, but this was pure queer eye for the straight guy makeover for little Kim, man. I mean, he had a nice new colored suit. You know, he had some glasses. He had his hair perfectly slicked back. He looked like he had a facelift. I mean, and why would he do that, folks? Why would he do that? Because Donald Trump was getting into his head. Getting into his head so much, folks, that now North Korea and South Korea yesterday had their first sit-down talk in 2 years. And as a matter of fact, the first sit-down talk that has yielded anything. That has yielded anything. Now, according to the South Korean president, Moon is his name, South Korean president, he is crediting Donald Trump for bringing North Korea and South Korea together for these talks. I mean, he is single-handedly crediting Donald Trump. Now, how come we don't hear that in the mainstream media? Because they were too busy claiming that his tweets at Kim Jong-un were, oh, it's dangerous, and oh my God, he's making light of nuclear war. He's going to take us to war. He's going to get us nuked. Give me a break. I told you folks so. I told you folks so, all right? And moreover, I also wanted to say that every time that North Korea launched a ballistic missile into the air, it didn't make the United States look bad. It made China look bad. It made China look like the paper tiger it is, folks, all right? Because, remember, North Korea is China's neighbor. How come they can't control North Korea from throwing ballistic missiles in the air, from experimenting with nuclear technology, nuclear weapons? Why? Because they're a paper tiger, folks. China ain't crap. China ain't crap, but a good countrywide manufacturing factory, all right? That's it. That's it. And by the way, folks, according to reports, Kim Jong-un, in a recent communication with this sit-down, sounded, according to reports, he sounded very weak. He sounded like his voice was weak, and according to experts, it's possibly signs of kidney failure. So does this mean that Kim Jong-un is on his way out here? He's eating too much cheese, he's lived too gluttonous, he's gotten too goddamn fat, that his damn organs are shutting down on him, for Christ's sake? I mean, his organs are like, look, we've taken too much. That's enough. That's it. All right? No more cheese. All right, Fanny? Seriously, folks, according to reports, Kim Jong-un, in some kind of a communication they had with him in this sit-down, he reportedly sounded very weak. And we all know, folks, he's had health problems. The guy is a glutton. I mean, the guy's got triple chins, for Christ's sake. About 2 or 3 years ago, the man was limping around like a gimp, probably because he had an ulcerated situation going on with his leg as a consequence of him being diabetic. He is diabetic, by the way. And, you know, when you're a diabetic, the last thing that you want to be is a fat jelly-ass ham bone that he continues to grow into. I mean, the guy has continued to balloon and balloon and balloon. So kidney failure at this point is not out of the question. Now, with that being said, North Korea in the latest talks hinted to the fact that it is open to talking to the United States. And Trump said that, yeah, he may be open to talking to North Korea, but at the appropriate time, right? And you know when that appropriate time is? Whenever the hell the president says so! What did the president tell you, folks, huh? What did he tell you? Peace through strength. Peace through strength. And that's why, I mean, we're seeing the foreign policy of Donald Trump being implemented beautifully and yielding. I mean, let me tell you, this sit-down between North and South Korea, this is more of a yield of progress than over 30 years of diplomacy that was implemented by the past presidents going back to goddamn Bill Clinton, okay? All right? I mean, this should go to show you that diplomacy means jack. It means nothing, all right? It's a bunch of garbage, all right? Peace through strength is how North Korea and South Korea got together and talked and actually communicated with each other. And like I said, North Korea is open all of a sudden to talk to the United States, huh? Huh? You don't hear the media talking about this, folks, because anything positive that the president does, the mainstream media doesn't want to show. The mainstream media is a weaponized media of the deep state, in my opinion, folks. I mean, that Pew poll that came out that showed the coverage that was given Donald Trump in 2017, 5% of it was positive coverage. 5%, 95% was negative coverage, folks. I mean, when are these mainstream media idiots going to realize that they are not being taken seriously whatsoever? All right? And the only people that listen to them are those that want to regurgitate the same garbage that they listen to them on the boob tube saying. That's it. That's it. No one's actually gathering their news from these people anymore, especially with the internet. All right? CNN, MSNBC, all these mainstream media outlets are no longer the gatekeepers of information. And that's what they hate. They hate it so much. Why do you think they're trolling their own audience? Why do you think they're trolling the American people? They hate the fact that they're not the gatekeepers of information, man. They hate it. They hate it. Anyway, folks, let's move on to another subject matter. Let's talk a little bit about Iran, folks. Now, Trump, he has until Friday to continue waiving the sanctions that were lifted in 2015 because of this whole Iran nuclear deal. And because of the Iran nuclear deal, other countries agreed to lift the sanctions on Iran, and the following countries were China, France, Russia, the United Kingdom, and Germany. And Trump has until Friday to say, okay, we're going to continue on with this Iranian nuke deal charade, or he's going to say, you know what, I'm not going to waive the sanctions. Let's go ahead and implement more sanctions on Iran. And if that's the case, then the Iranian nuclear deal is null and void. But of course, insiders are trying to convince the president to continue waiving the sanctions on Iran, and for a lot of different reasons. First of all, you don't want to give Iran a bed of roses so that they can tell the people, because remember, they're having protests right now in Iran. They're having major domestic upheaval. You don't want to give them a death to America propaganda piece by saying, oh, look at the Americans, they're giving us sanctions, the America don't care, and all that crap. All right? That's the last thing you want to do. All right? So, in my opinion, folks, and according to insiders, the president will reluctantly extend the waiving of sanctions on Iran, folks, and will continue the nuclear Iran deal, because I personally believe, and I think the president has been assessed on this, or has been, he's been debriefed about this by continuing the Iran nuclear deal, okay? By continuing the Iran nuclear deal, that actually doesn't provide Iran any kind of fodder to quarrel their domestic upheaval. On the contrary, Iran will then have to deal with this whole domestic upheaval on their own. And we, as the United States, are not going to give them any propaganda so that they can somewhat galvanize whatever remaining following they've got left in their domestic home front. So once again, the president will reluctantly extend waiving the sanctions for Iran, and I believe he will continue the Iran nuke deal. With that being said, the president today said that Iran needs to stop torturing and killing the protesters and allowing the protests to act in a peaceful capacity. And of course, Iran is not going to do that. I mean, Iran is not only going to quash any kind of uprising or protest, but they are going to kill those people, torture those people, and kill their families as well. So Friday is the deadline, folks, on whether or not we are in or out of the Iran nuclear deal. Me personally, I think that we should get out. But based on the foreign relation delicacy of what's going on in Iran, I understand why foreign policymakers are urging the president to continue on with the Iran deal so that Iran doesn't have fodder to galvanize its population from the current upheaval into a death to America mindset. So I don't blame him. And at the same time, the president needs to continue championing this upheaval that's happening in Iran, all right? Now, folks, I mean, this is very, very important because what's happening in Iran is resonance from the 2009 Iran revolution that yours truly aided in some capacity. Now, I don't want to go over that whole story, but either way, folks, it is an unbelievable feeling to finally see Iran almost 10 years later, after the quashing of the 2009 Green Revolution, come back and say, we don't want the Ayatollah. We don't want this Islamic fundamentalism ruling our lives anymore. And the fact of the matter is, folks, is that the majority of the Iranian population is under the age of 25. I mean, for every Iranian that's under the age of 25, there's like 4 Iranians under the age of 25 to 1 over the age of 25. So it's a young generation being held hostage by a bunch of old fundamentalists, old man fundamentalists, and they're tired of it. They're unbelievably tired of it. And this confrontation that yours truly has been predicting between Saudi Arabia and Iran may not culminate. I mean, if this Iranian revolution within its borders is successful, we don't need the war between Saudi Arabia and Iran. But who knows? Maybe Iran will initiate warfare with Saudi Arabia because, I mean, let's be honest, folks, the most social organizational factor for humanity is for war. I mean, let's be honest. Every time there's war, that's what motivates the social organization of masses. I mean, when they hit us up in Pearl Harbor, what did we do? We rearranged the means of production from a consumer economy to a wartime economy and started producing in mass production planes and tanks, things of that capacity. So with that being said, folks, who knows what's going to happen with Iran and Saudi Arabia? Keep your eyes on the protests in Iran, because if they can bring the Iranian fundamentalist Ayatollah down, then that would be historic, to say the least. Anyway, I'm going to continue going, folks. Canada is worried that the United States will withdraw from NAFTA. Well, of course we're going to withdraw from NAFTA, man. I mean, ever since NAFTA was signed, the United States has lost economically, and I don't understand why anybody in America would be for this. Now, don't get me wrong, Texas, the state of Texas, benefits generously with NAFTA because we have the I-35 corridor, which is the heart and gateway of NAFTA, at least from the southern border. So, I mean, we've been profiting generously because of NAFTA, but to be honest with you, it's destroyed the country. It's destroyed our manufacturing. I mean, we've gotten the raw end of the deal in all these trade deals, folks. And if you look back in my archive, I've been saying this for years. I've been saying this since 2008 and 2009, that we needed a president to renegotiate the trade deals because they had been so imbalanced for so long that's why the United States is depleted in economic wealth. Because it's been, where's our wealth going? We've got a $550 billion deficit to China, so $550 billion in profit goes to China every year, and you wonder why they have these big-ass cities and these badass skyscrapers and all this crap. We're giving them the money. We've got like a $70 billion deficit with Mexico. I mean, we've got to renegotiate these trade deals so we bring the wealth back to America, boy. You understand that? And that's what President Donald Trump is doing. This is the Make America Great Again economic policy. It's America first, damn it. Remember that? Made in America, America first. That's what we're doing. That's what President Trump's doing. And anybody who's against it, by God, you must be an anti-American piece of trash. You must be an anti-American refugee pubic hair inspector piece of trash is what you are. Canada's worried that we're going to withdraw from NAFTA. Well, who cares? I mean, it's not like Canada, let's be honest, folks. Canada is gone, all right? Canada is gone. You've got Justin Trudeau, who sold off all the gold reserves of Canada so he can fund this social mixing of races. I mean, come on, let's be honest, folks. I brought this up a couple of years ago. Take a look at the amount of people, the amount of votes that Justin Trudeau won by, and take a look at all the immigrants and the amount of immigrants that came into the country within that decade. And they're rather similar in the amount there, all right? They're rather similar. And now you've got Justin Trudeau just opening up the borders and saying, come on, don't matter, eh? You're from ISIS? Come on over, eh? Come on over to Canada, eh? Come on, don't be a hoser. Come on over to Canada. You're with ISIS. Don't worry. Come on over to Canada. I mean, you all understand this, right? I mean, you all understand that he's bringing in ISIS into your country, and you're not doing nothing about it but sticking a goddamn moose antler up your ass. All right? I'm serious. And I feel bad for Canadians, man, because now they're being overpopulated by immigrants. And you know how they got cucked into that? Remember, they made these Canadians believe that they were so valiant and so virtuous because they integrated themselves or let their country be integrated with people from all over the world, right? Well, now, folks, all those people that you allowed in for the past 25 years, 30 years, folks, out there in Canada, they're now overtaking you. That's why you're starting to see a rather different government emerge in whether you're in a province, whether it's a local government or the current government of Canada. I mean, you're starting to see a big difference in what Canada is. Canada used to be French Canada, French Canada, Maple Leaf, and all that. What is Canada now? I mean, if you want my personal opinion, folks, if you've ever been to a Canadian airport, I mean, it literally looks like some kind of a Mecca Hajj. I'm not joking. Have you been to a goddamn Canadian airport? It looks like a freaking Mecca Hajj, for Christ's sake, man. Good God. But hey, I guess the Canadians can always claim that they're culturally enriched, huh? They're culturally enriched over there, huh? Hey, that's why I don't really care. Hey, look, there's Canadians in the inner circle and they're making capital. They're doing their thing. We're making money in their circle. That's what we do. We make money in the inner circle. Anyway, they're trying everything they can to get out of Canada and become American citizens. I'm serious. Most of the Canadians are trying to get the hell out of there. They're trying to get the hell out of there, and I don't blame them because there's no end in sight. All right, especially with the party system that Canada has, there's no end in sight. It's over. Canada's gone. You know that? It's gone. It's over. It's over. There's nothing that Canada can do. There's nothing that Canada can do. I mean, it's got the party system, folks. I mean, the same situation that's happening in Canada is the same situation that's happening in Britannia. I mean, there's just too many immigrants. There's too many cuckolds. There's too many idiots that think that they're being virtuous by allowing immigrants into their country, etc. You understand? I mean, it's over. It's done. I mean, you know what they're talking about now in Britain, and that's why I don't even bring Britain into the news anymore, because it's an embarrassment. They're thinking that Jeremy Corbyn could potentially take the goddamn prime minister seat because they can't stand Theresa May and her kicking the can down the road of Brexit, for Christ's sake. And for all those who don't know who the hell Jeremy Corbyn is, this guy is goddamn Justin Trudeau on steroids. This guy is the equivalent. I mean, let me tell you something. He is to the left of Bernie Sanders, okay? That's Jeremy Corbyn. Now, how the hell is he going to take control of the government? Well, folks, in the party system, all you have to do is have influence within your party. And what does that mean? That means that you have to be the most influential politically, right, in your party, so that your party can choose you as prime minister if they're the majority party that was voted into Parliament. So in the party system in the UK and Canada and Australia and all these other commonwealths, that's how they're given their leadership. They're given their leadership by they vote in whatever party they want to vote in, and whatever the majority party is, they put up the prime minister. And hence, that's why Justin Trudeau is the prime minister. He wasn't voted into that damn office. He was selected into that damn office. Theresa May wasn't voted into that damn office. She was selected into that damn office. That's the difference between the parliament government procedure and ours in America. Ours in America ain't perfect, folks, don't get me wrong, but the proof that our system is better is that we, the people, in mass, in unison, forced the bureaucratic system of government in America to accept that Donald Trump was our president. They were forced to allow Donald Trump to be president. They wouldn't do that in a parliamentary system, folks. You can't vote in a new prime minister. You can't vote in a new prime minister. We voted in a new president, folks, and that makes our system, in my opinion, a hell of a lot better than the parliamentary system. Anyway, before I get to Radio Graffiti, last but not least, did y'all hear this? 37% of Generation X say they won't be able to afford to retire. You know, what the hell does retirement mean anymore, folks? Huh? What does retirement mean? You know what retirement used to mean when I was growing up? It means that you retired from your job and you had maybe 10 years to live and you died, okay? That's what retirement meant, okay? It's not what the baby boomers have put it out to be. You know, you got baby boomers that have retired. Their retirement years are superseding their goddamn working years. You know what? Oh, I've been retired for the past 35 years. I've been retired for the past 40 years. Folks, that's not normal, and the only reason that the baby boomers got that is because they got it, and when they got it, they made sure that everyone else coming up will never have it again. Because I want to be honest with you, folks, baby boomers, they could get a part-time job, and I can tell you this from first-hand experience, boy. You could get a part-time job back in 1972. Part-time job, 1972, and be able to pay for a shitbag apartment be able to pay for a garbage car that could run and take you from point A to point B and pay for college. Believe it or not, folks, a part-time job could be able to afford you that. And what happened, folks, is that once they graduated from college, what happened? The baby boomers, they got educated, and they're the ones that got the 30-year job security. They're the ones that got the perks and the benefits. You notice that the baby boomers, they're not the ones bitching about the healthcare system, aren't they? Oh, no, they've got their health care already covered. Why do you think they're the ones staying alive for so long? Why do you think they're the ones staying alive for so long? I'm telling you this, folks. I mean, you know, you have all been sold out. If you're under the age of 50 years old, you've been sold out, man. You have literally been sold out. Because what kind of economic opportunity did these baby boomers leave you all? Nothing. They left you nothing. And by the way, I laugh at all these young people that love Barack Obama like he's such a great freaking president. Hey, idiots, do you all not remember that in 2009, under the Stimulus Package 2 bill, that Barack Obama nationalized the student debt program? And what that means is that he made it illegal for people to add their student debt in a bankruptcy so that you don't necessarily have to pay on that student debt any longer. Yeah, you know what? If you're in school and you happen to have a baby boomer professor, why don't you ask your professor if they've got scholarships to get their goddamn degree, their PhD? And if they say no, ask them this. Ask them, well, did you, pay for your college on student loan and then just add your student loan to a bankruptcy and never paid on it again? And I guarantee you, if they have the honest guts, they tell you yes. And if they are not going to tell you the truth, you're going to see it in their eyes, boy. You're going to see it in their eyes. So that's why I'm telling you, folks, all right? All you young people that are out here praising Obama, you're bitching about student loans. You can thank Obama for that. Because now, under Obama, you can't file bankruptcy and put your goddamn student loan in there and forget about it, just like the baby boomers did. No. You know what you got to do now, boys and girls? You got to pay on that student loan for the next 25 years of your goddamn life. You're going to have to pay that for the next 25 years of your life. And yet, you stupid young people think that leftism and liberalism and Democrats are all for you and all in favor for you, when in actuality, they were the ones in 2009 that put you into the college debt bondage that you're in today. And that's a fact, and if you dumb, stupid kids don't want to believe it, well, why don't you ask your goddamn professors if they got there? I'm telling you not. 90% of the professors in school today did not get scholarships to get their PhD. All right? They took out student loans, and then once they got a tenured professor position, they just went out and filed their goddamn student loan in their bankruptcy and never had to pay for it again. Never had to pay for it again. They're not in debt for 25 years like you fools from Generation X and Generation Y. While you morons out there were being fed video games and music and grunge music and the Butt Street Boys and all this crap, these people were literally scheming everything. They were scheming. I'm talking to the baby boomers. They were scheming every red cent that they could steal from not only your generation, but for your great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandchildren's generation. And that's a fact. 80% of America's wealth is in the pockets of these old pieces of garbage, the baby boomers. So if you young people actually want to do something and actually want to make some sort of an impact and have some sort of credibility when you protest and do one of these stupid, grotesque Occupy Wall Street movements, when the next time you have a fucking goddamn microphone in your face, why don't you explain that? Why don't you explain the fact that, hey, I'm a 20-something-year-old idiot. I've got no economic opportunity. The baby boomers, they had all the economic opportunity in the world. With a part-time job, they could pay for school, they could pay for a crappy apartment, they could pay for a crappy car. I can't do nothing. I gotta stay home and I gotta write nice stories. I'm serious, folks. I'm not telling you this because I have some motive. I'm telling you this because it's the truth. And until you wake up and realize it, well, folks, you're going to be shit out of luck. And before I get to Radio Graffiti, I want to leave you with this. Haven't you noticed that you're seeing a lot more of these financial lending companies that are advertising to these baby boomers by saying, hey, why don't you take out a reverse mortgage? And you know what a reverse mortgage is, folks? It means that your folks, instead of leaving you the property and the real estate like their folks did, they're going to just go ahead and reverse mortgage, have the goddamn bank give them monthly payments while they're living in the home, and meanwhile, once they croak, it's the bank's collateral, it's the bank's property. And you know what else they're doing? They're selling their life insurance that was meant to go to you. Remember that? Yeah. You know that baby boomers now are selling their life insurance policies that they paid for so that they could leave you some kind of a nest egg. You know what? They're getting rid of that right off the bat. They're selling those off, folks. So I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you, if you want to blame somebody for your current strife, if you want to blame somebody for the lack of economic opportunity, if you want to blame somebody for your college debt, if you want to blame somebody for all this stuff, you look at the freaking mother and father or your mother or your granny or whoever's a goddamn baby boomer, because it's those pieces of garbage that brought us into this current predicament that we're in today. And until you dumb kids stop playing the video games and put down the cartoons and realize this, these morons are going to go to the grave, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. They've literally for a lifetime scammed you all, scammed your childhood, scammed your teens, scammed your 20s. You know what these people were doing when they were 20s? They were out there at Woodstock, mud fucking and orgies and all that crap. You know what they were doing in their late 20s? They were doing a little dance and making a little love and wearing bell bottoms and white people wearing afros and sniffing cocaine off people's tits and crap like that. You know what they were doing in the 80s when they were in their 30s? I mean, just take a look at American Psycho. The baby boomers had everything throughout their whole lives. And what do you get? What do you kids get? You get yourself some video games. You get yourself some goddamn, a waifu. Oh, great. Here we got the baby boomers. They were swinging. They were having freaking mud-fucking orgies over here. And here, what do you get? You get a waifu. You get a pillow. You get a virtual girlfriend. You get a freaking robot. That's what you get, huh? And what are you? You're still at your mother's place at 30 years old. You're sleeping on a couch. You have no life experience. You have no nothing. You have nothing. By the time your goddamn baby boomer grandparents and parents were 30 years old, these people were already building a nest egg, for Christ's sake. Wake up, kids! Wake up! These people are going to go to the grave soon, and they're not going to leave you shit! They're not going to leave you shit! So wake up! Anyway, I'm done with this garbage, all right? We got a little time left over. Let's go ahead and get to everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, and I'm talking about Radio Graffiti! Radio Graffiti, the part of the broadcast where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. All you got to do is give me a call right now at 516-453-9903. Then when I call on your area code, you got exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. That's why we call this Radio Graffiti, folks. All right, that's why we call it Radio Graffiti. And anyway, before I get to any other Radio Graffiti calls, I'd like to remind everybody, once again, that we do have some TCR, True Capitalist Radio, especially Radio Graffiti swag, folks, all right? If you have not seen, we're bringing it back. Too many people are asking. Too many people are asking. Anyway, take a look at my Gab. Check out my Gab. Radio Graffiti swag, baby, right there. Radio Graffiti swag. Anyway, hey, engineer, do we got any goddamn Radio Graffiti callers to be had out here? All right, well, let's go ahead and get to Radio Graffiti right now. 240 Radio Graffiti. It's Radio Graffiti.
I mean, hell, in my personal opinion,
Oprah Winfrey
is a good piece of ass.
Let me tell you something. I'm sick snake nerd, reptile loving piece of crap. Screw you, you piece of garbage. That shit is racist. Excuse my French. What the hell is up with you racist bastards? Especially you, snake nerd. Especially you. Give me the mic. Freaking racist snake nerd bastard. Freaking racist, man. 256 Radio Graffiti. We got J-Man Radio Graffiti. Look, what's going on between me and Oprah Winfrey is personal, all right? I freaking love Oprah. Look, enough of that crap. Enough of that racist crap. I don't want to hear chimp noises again. I don't want to hear another chimp. You understand me? No more chimps. No more damn chimps. Give me the mic. Damn it. No more damn chimps, you asshole. Good God. 352 Radio Graffiti. This is Sparta Radio Graffiti. I got bullied. Everybody gets bullied. You don't think that I've been humiliated? You don't think that I've gotten my ass kicked when I was a kid? You don't think that I've been through that? Of course I did. Let me tell you what the trench coat mafia did. You know Eric Harris. You know me? Eric Harris. Said, Ghost, you either get a freaking gun out here, for Christ's sake, and go confront this goddamn high school and go ballistic and decided to create some sort of homicidal and suicidal habit, then everyone else will leave you alone. And I think I've told this story before. I got sick and tired of being bullied. So you know what I did? I took a freaking gun out. Man, that's horrible! Good God, that's horrible! Oh my God! Oh my God, that's horrible! That's disgusting! That's horrible! How could you all do that? Oh my God, that's horrible, man! You people are macabre, man! You're goddamn macabre! Oh my God, you're sick. Give me the mic. Listen to these sick assholes, man. Listen to them. Good God, 507 Radio Graffiti.
I am your bad greasy ass belly hambo. The racist bastard they call double dipper Ghostler. And once again, I am going to shoot engineers with one of my Nazi.
You know what? Shut up. You got an Obama phone. Look, we need to cease and desist these goddamn Obama phones. I'm sick of them, man. 323 Radio Graffiti.
melting pot, 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 pot.
Jesus Christ, how many freaking remixes, man? Enough of the remixes, seriously, man. I mean, at least that one didn't sound like it, is going to be blaring out of a gay club or something. I hate those freaking gay little trance remixes you do of me. It makes me sick. 973 Radio Graffiti. What the hell are you doing? What are you on a freaking... I don't even want to know what you're vibrating over there. 651 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, a cripple like you shouldn't bully Sexy Kim about his hobbling, you fat, greasy sack of shit.
Oh, man, that was horrible. That is a major fail right there. Here, look, I'll do it again. I'll pretend. Hey, Radio Graffiti, do it again, Fruit Bowl.
Fuck. Do it.
Oh, Jesus. There's 2 or 3 nerds over there, for Christ's sake. 2 or 3 guys, no women. I mean, you think they're going to play tummy sticks tonight? What are the odds of that? I think they're very high, for Christ's sake. 336 Radio Graffiti.
Hi, this is Bathrobe Dwayne with a message for streamer Ghost. I just want to say,
the goddamn niggers are the scum of the earth.
Come on,
Ghost, kill niggers.
Oh!
The goddamn niggers.
Hey, that's right. Shut that racist crap up, for Christ's sake, man. Enough of the racist calls. Enough. Stop being racist, man. Jesus Christ, man. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Man, that's a bad Obama phone. No wonder you like that black cartoon. How about 352 Radio Graffiti?
My heart was the first time, and I was like, baby, 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 oh, my baby, 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 oh, I told you all I do, mine, baby, 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 oh, I.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? 714 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, what's up, Ghost? This is Z Frost.
Hey, what's up, man? How you been?
I've been doing all right, just keeping myself busy. Hey, I had a legitimate question, though.
What's up?
What advice could you give for somebody who's barely getting started with business? Say they wanted to pursue a business career. What advice could you give them to get started?
Unfortunately, you're going to need some capital, man, but small capital, and then just keep with it, man. Do not stop, all right? Even when everybody's rejecting you, keep going, keep getting the sale. Do not stop, baby, all right? 412, Radio Graffiti.
While serving as governor of Indiana, Pence passed the Religious Freedom Restoration Act, which was intended to serve as a license to discriminate against LGBTQ people on religious grounds. In the past, Pence has...
Oh, shut up. What, did somebody not make you a cake, asshole? Huh? Is that it?
Oh, you're not going to make me a cake because of my gay wedding? Oh, my God. I'm going to take this to the Supreme Court.
Shut up, you stupid fruit bowl. 940 Radio Graffiti.
Hello. Do you know Dewey? Are you the
what?
Queen? Do you know Dewey?
Oh, shut up. You're trying to sound like a freaking Ugandan. I can already tell what you're trying to do, boy. And it's not funny, all right? It's not funny. 713 Radio Graffiti.
We got the pet Mexican, Radio Graffiti. The reason we do this, folks, is because Blog Talk Radio is broadcasted within the borders of North Korea by allowing a representative of the communist government to rebuke anything that I say that's against the communists. All right, folks, without any further ado, folks.
You see, you need a package out here in America talking garbage about our communist government of North Korea.
11월 10일 평안북도 설산군 소위 이송 발사당에서
We are making a list and we writing down your names. One such is Ghost from True Capitalist Radio. He is on top of our list right under Donald Trump.
위성은 예정된 궤도에 진입했습니다.
That's right, Mega Picker. Our great leader Kim is not hesitant on pressing the big red button.
여기 위성의 발사.
Get this North Korean! This North Korean crap out of here! Get that North Korean! Get that crap out of here! Give me the mic! Give me the mic! Jesus Christ, I'm not ending with that crap! I'm not ending that! 614 Radio Goddamn Graffiti!
Hey guys, if you want another game from Metroid, donate to him so he can get a new computer. And if the donations hit $1,000, Ghost will fund Metroid's next game. True Capitalist Hentai.
No, what the hell are you talking about? What are you talking? You're selling ads on my airtime, for Christ's sake? Good God! 858 Radio Graffiti. Ah, Jesus. You know what? I'm done. You know what? I'm done with this garbage. All right? I'm done. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. Look, this Friday is my 10-year anniversary of being on Blog Talk Radio. 10 years of me being on this damn podcast. All right? And giving you my heart and soul, baby. All right? Giving you the straight dope. And let me tell you something right now, folks, all right? A decade this Friday. And I want to say that I'm glad that I have conducted myself in a podcast capacity and have impacted the world like I have. Because as I stated, folks, I have sparked synapses in the brains of capitalists throughout the world. And that has been my greatest achievement in life. I could care less about anything else. The whole reason why I'm doing this broadcast is to spark synapses in the brains of capitalists, and that's why I do what I do. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. It's about capitalism, baby, the essence of freedom. Do you understand that? There's nothing better than being an independent capitalist and making your own money and not calling another man boss and being able to carve out your own destiny. Do you understand? There's nothing more freedom than that. And that's what I encourage each and every one of you to do. Don't just sit there and be a waste of life. Don't just sit there and think things are going to happen to you. Get up and go out and make things happen. Do you understand? And you have the ability to do it. All you have to do is do it. You understand? Do it and don't stop. Don't quit. And don't let anyone dissuade you from achieving whatever goals you want, because with capitalism, anything is possible. With capitalism, you can be born into the gutter and end up being at the penthouse. You understand? You could be growing up in the outhouse, ending up in the penthouse. And that's why I do what I do. You understand? That's the true motive of True Capitalist Radio, is to spark synapses in the brains of capitalists. Not just here in America, but throughout the world. And I want to thank each and every one of you for listening to me, whether you like me, whether you hate me, it doesn't matter. 10 years that we've been conducting this broadcast. And I hope that this Friday is just the beginning, because I hope to be with you guys another 20, 30, however many years we possibly can. And I think with many of you folks throughout the years that I've been broadcasting, and that's the beautiful part about talk radio. It's an interpersonal type of relationship. It's not like these content creators on YouTube. YouTube, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say it. Sorry. But I'm not like these content creators on YouTube, in which you can definitely see the disingenuous act in their eyes, in their vernacular, in their, they pre-write things, they pre-script things. Everything I do, folks, is purely off the head. This is purely organic, and you can definitely tell by the tenor of my voice how I project the content, etc. And with that being said, folks, thank you all for being with me throughout all these years. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for doing everything that you do as a fan base. Because let me tell you something. Because of you, Ghost has stayed alive when he should have died years ago. When 5 years hiatus came after 2012, I didn't think I was ever coming back to True Capitalist Radio. But then came Donald Trump. And then I had to do something, and I rolled the dice. I came back, and lo and behold, it's like I never left. It's like I never left. Thank you, guys. As a matter of fact, let me say cheers to you guys here. Cheers to every fan of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. Cheers to the Capitalist Army. Cheers to the Inner Circle, and cheers to the man who brought me back, who brought this show back. And I'm talking about President Donald Trump. And I want to thank the engineer for all his years of service as well. Thank you very much, engineer. Without you, I wouldn't be able to produce this show, man. I would not be able to do it. Thank you very much, man. I'm glad you're happy. We're all happy. I hope to see you here Friday, because let me tell you something, 10 years anniversary, it's going to be a night to remember! Not to mention, what better way to celebrate 10 years but on a Baller Friday, baby. Cheers to you all. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for being fans. And even if you hate me, thank you for listening anyway, baby. I love you all. Cheers. Until this Baller Friday, I shall see you once again. All right, this Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm out of here, folks. Long live the True Capitalist Army, and death to feminism, baby. I'm out of here.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Thank you, Ghost. And thanks to you, Ghost, for providing the entire broadcast for those 10 years. I really want to thank Ghost for that. You all should thank Ghost. I mean, wow. 10 years of True Capitalist Radio, or True Conservative Radio if you've been around for those years. But, well, the ending wasn't really what's supposed to be like that. But, of course, hey, at least it was something good for a Ghost. So, cheers, Ghost. Thank you for the broadcast. And, of course, you know, I did it really for 2 years. So, well, actually 1 year. So, cheers, everybody. Let me just open up this soda pop here. Cheers, everybody. Man, that's good. So, some good strawberry pop. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. And then, once again, this was True Capitalist Radio, episode number 530. So, of course, if you missed what title or the episode there, it's 530. So this Friday is the 10th anniversary of the True Capitalist Radio, 531. It's going to be something to remember. So, of course, come by this Friday, guys. Don't forget about it. Be here live. And yes, it's going to be an amazing, amazing night to remember. Anyways, I'm going to give some shout-outs here. But before I do some shout-outs, I'm going to give some inputs here. First things first, if you're new to the channel, if you want to subscribe, you can, as I do the TCR broadcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, and we do them live. And yes, if you would love that, I would appreciate it. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter if you haven't. My Twitter is at the Brother Network, or you can follow me on Gab, BN_King, as I do provide most of anything I can post, information, or sometimes random post. So, of course, you'll also be notified when the next stream happens. But YouTube, if you're a subscriber, you'll be notified instantly anyways. That, and of course, I'll just give some special shout-outs before we do the actual shout-outs. And looks like we do have Well, actually, it was. Hey, Pinkie Pie! 20 more years! Thanks for the $2 donations. And yes, I do say, Ghost for another 20 more years. I don't know if Ghost will live through that. I mean, like, I do understand he can live for another 4 to 5 years about the broadcast. But of course, if Ghost does continue on, that would be a very miracle. But then again, nobody lives forever. But thanks for the $2 donation, Pinkie Pie. You also get this lovely. Actually, do I have it here? I think I missed it. No. Oh no. I think I'm. Where did I actually put it? I forgot. There was supposed to be a special whistle, but looks like I don't have it with me today. Oh, I don't know where to place it. Oh well. But you also get, I guess, let's just let's replace it with. Thank you for that. That's just whistle, simply. Like I really don't even know where the whistle went. Kind of strange. Nah. All right, let's just do some shoutouts. I am going over here. Hey, Lucid Heart. Thank you for subscribing. Oh, and yes, you also get the special subscribe shoutouts. So, forgot to tell you, any new subscribers who subscribed during the broadcast will receive a special shoutout. So, of course, Lucid Heart, you became the first one, so you received that special shout out. So let's move on. Nobody actually no more. I don't believe you. I think Lucid Heart was the only one who's in the subscribers. So let's move on to the regular shout outs, shall we? Let's do some shout outs. So shout outs time. If anyone wants to shout out, all you do is just be present on either being YouTube or theater. So I'm gonna give some shout outs. Well, let's do YouTube shoutouts. We already did SciTube last time. So YouTube, SciTube, we'll do that more. Whoa! Yeah! Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Yeah, blocked off. Alright, we're going to YouTube. So if you want anyone on YouTube wants a shout out, make sure to be present on the chat room. Spam that message or whatnot. Just spam that shoes. Just spam it. Just say hi, hey, greetings, whatever. Because I'm gonna be opening the participant list, and the list will be A to Z alphabetically. So be present, and I'm gonna start it right now. Right now. Yes, we got Aaron Tumon. What's going on to Alex101XL, Bonka Sneeze, Chris Jaros. There's Cleveland right there, the Cleve flag. What's going on to Dr. Drapin, Aaron Von Gisbergen. What's going on to FGS 8790, JK Lalaloo. What's going on to Martin Cruz, Nathan Long, Omega Radius Return. What's going on, man? What's going on to, well, there is Pinkie Pie Boy there, yeah. And then, of course, Neoshot just came in all of a sudden. It's going on, Neoshot. It's going on to Rick Hoover, Samuel Garcia, Scarlet Moon, Triforce Guys. It's going on to X-Ray 93. X-Ray 93, Zikora, the Zora Master. Ooh, I have not seen you in a long time, Zora Master. Smart AV came in, popped in, so it's going on. It's going on to Bananarang. Yes, I see names popping in and out right now on the YouTubes. It's lighting up. You guys are lighting up. Apologize for a year. I'm sorry for about the year. What do you want from me? But really, you did not know the way. You really did not know the way. Do you know the way? No, you don't know the way. But he knows the way. Hey, let's move on. Alright, so it looks like that's everybody on the YouTubes, unless I'm looking back and forth here. So once again, if you want to shout out, it's still not too late for the YouTubes. So do make sure to actually say it right now or forever. I'll just move on to the SciTubes. Ebola is the way. Why are you running? Why are you running? Spit on the believer. Spit on the believer. Spit on the believer. Spit on them. Spit on them. God, man, that's actually still a pretty hot meme. Still, it's lit for this time, but then again, it's gonna be all worn out later on. Hey, Midnight Smiles! Hey, what's going on? Liz Porter, there you are once again. Yes, oh yes, Midnight Smiles, you just missed it. Yes, but you know you can rewind it. It looks like we are done with the YouTube shoutout. So if I missed your YouTube shoutout name, shout out to everybody. But if you're present right here and I missed it, then of course I'll be back to you. So let's move on to the side tube. Ron Livingstone, I still can't believe the chip. No, he says yes, yes. All right, let's move on to the side tubes. So side tubes, get ready. I'm moving and naming them. I'm naming one by one. So be the great one now, because we all got to be naming them to the side tubes, and then of course we'll move back to the YouTubes if anybody missed. So let's get this started. Side tubes, peeps. We have dun 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 dun. We have, wow, man, I forgot the side tubes. Here he goes. It's going on to Night Purple Pony, Bob Tom, Dr. Bristow, Edgar, Flyer, Jenda Sawyer, Mask Pony. It's going on to Noah 3608. It's going on to Royal and the Short Bus, Space Ghost, and Spectre Crimson. And that's everybody else. People have left. So shout out to everybody who actually listened in. Thank you all for watching. And let me do one more extra bonus shout out to the people over at Twitch. Yes, if you forgive people did not notice, this is also being simultaneously live, so it's simulcasts over at Twitch, over the Mr. BN_King Twitch channel. So yes, the Mr. BN_King is being live as well. So you didn't know there was 2 streams going? Surprise, surprise, it's still going. Actually, surprisingly, it was active earlier, but then again, everybody died down. So, let me give these special to, actually, I only see 2 viewers. So, DJ Bouncy Beats and Faye Gwent. Thank you guys for watching and viewing. Yes, you do get the shouts right here as well. Yes, you've been at it. I know there's no Twitch, there's no Twitch, chat, because of course it's dead and there's no use for it. So the only actives right now is the YouTube and the side tubes. But if it gets active and lit, well, I'll consider actually adding in. But for now, we're only gonna stick with 2. But yeah, we have a Twitch. If anyone wants to follow on the Twitch, go ahead. Twitch me at Mr. BN_King. That's Mr. BN_King. With the underscores. So yeah. And only 1 Twitch viewer at the moment, if you did not know that. Let's move on. So now I'm going to taking some questions. If you have questions to say, I am taking it right now, because of course after this, I'm going to do a post show. Anyone wants to watch the post show, just head over to the BN Theater, or if you are the YouTube peeps. If you don't know where to list, the links are in the descriptions. All the links on my social medias as well is on the descriptions as well, and of course in the side tubes. If you're in side tube above, there is the links as well, and the link to our Discords if you wish to join. So go, it's free, so go ahead and say it, or just join up if you didn't. If not, that's alright. Excuse me. Let me just drink some of this and then I'll take some questions. All right, what's going on here? Wait, what? There's a pony coin? Really? Ooh. I'm pretty sure it's a meat, but I don't think it's gonna be a value or anything. It doesn't seem like it. Yeah, this is the coin supply. What? Huh? Man, that's kind of funny, but if it's just a meme currency coin, it's just it's a dumb coin. Nobody cares about that. But that's kind of funny. Let me see some questions here because I'm going back and forth. I miss anybody on the YouTubes? Doesn't seem like I missed anybody on YouTubes. Do you know the way? No, I don't know the way. Hold on. I don't know about that, Noah. Don't ask me. It could be SciTubes, and I don't have any access to that or any knowledge on fixing it, so of course just use a backup, because that's the only thing. I don't know anything about it. Could be a glitch. I don't know. So the VR chat doesn't require Unity web plugin, or do I have to download the video chat application? Royal, that's a simple question there. You don't require to have Unity to plug in, to be honest, or any of the VR chat application. No, you don't. It doesn't require to. All you require is you have a decent computer that will run a very highly powerful game that actually is not. It runs on most computers, but mostly a gaming PC will work perfectly fine. VR have not. Depends on what your graphics is. You just need an up-to-date ones. Oh, Rick Hoover, it's going to be your birthday soon. Well, happy early birthday to you, man. Oh, whenever is your birthday, please let me notify us, and I'll give you a very special birthday shout out. Radio has been caught off. Well, Liz, remember he did a 30-minute great graffiti Wednesday, right? No, wait, no, today's Wednesday. No, Monday. I'm sorry. He did a Monday. A full 30 minutes. So of course this time he had to shorten it because come on, you guys already had it, so it doesn't need to be. Yeah, surprising Tub Guy didn't get cans. Psst, wow. Hey, Slippery is boss. What's going on? Yeah. Oh, it is you too, Slippery? What? We got so many birthdays in January? What? Oh, wow, that's amazing. You have a birthday? Oh, what? You too, Dr. Bristle? You have a birthday on Sunday? Oh my God! You too, Bob Ton? What? So much birthdays! Wow! Wow! Well, if you guys are having birthdays, yeah, happy early birthdays to y'all. I mean, like, my God, January is that's just lit right there. Jesus. Oh wow, next Wednesday, Slippery. Wow. Man, that is. Ooh, wow. That is that's awesome, guys. That's really awesome. Well, once again, happy early birthdays. Please notify me whenever you have your birthdays on those dates, and I'll give you a shout out. Wow. Just wow. All right, let's continue with the questions. Anybody has more questions, go ahead. I am still taking questions at the moment, so yes, I'm still taking questions. Oh, he's already in. God dang it. I'll be in there, guys. Just hold on. Oh, Zim Tower, yours was 10 days ago. Oh, you did mention this in the inner circle. Oh, right. So, man, Zim Tower, wow. I think I forgot to give you a birthday. Jeez, happy late birthday. Wow. Like I say, there's a lot of birthdays going on. Mine does not happen until June. So, of course, mine's not for another 5 months. But then again, nobody remembers, and nobody would ever want to. I don't even remember mine every time. I don't even know what my age again. Even I'm already above the adults. I'm sorry. What was it again? Mike, what's going on? Do you take Steam gifts? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Anyone who actually give me a gift off Steam, I'll kindly accept. All you do is just pretty much send it, and of course I'll accept it. I'm not like and of course if I already have it or own it, and of course you can just give it to someone, or I can just, I can take it and just make a giveaway out of it. Because who doesn't want a free game? Oh, you need Gonti to call him. I don't think Gonti knows about the True Capitalist Radio, to be honest. I don't think she knows about this show existence. So, I don't know. Billy Mays closed servers. Oh. Oh. You were behind the Ghost Night once twice, but cut off while I played it. Don't worry, new ones will get better anyways. Alright. Brother, yeah, cool, Nathan. Brother already had a birthday 5 days ago. Jeez. Alright, 15th for Rick Hoover. So hard to be remembered, but like I say, just remind me, guys. Because I always forget. Okay, that's good. That's cool, Night Purple. I appreciate it. Love the appreciation here. Love it. Oh, what's going on, Liz Porter? Yes. Hi, Liz. I know your existence there. Liz Porter needs some hugs. Yes, she needs hugs. Give Liz hugs. Oh, I already did give her a shout out. Maybe you just missed it. But you're not alone. Yes, I'm already aware about that Rina-chan being the voice acting. Yes, I know that very well. Everyone should know that. Liz Porter, no. Man, Liz, you're really trolling at this point. Okay, any more questions? Shall you say any more questions before I end the stream? Once again, I have a post show here on the Wednesday, so if you don't know what's going on Wednesdays on the post shows, I actually do some wrestling nights. And yes, we'll have some good old wrestling. Man in shorts, fight it out. So it's going to be a very, very nice, post show. It's going to be an amazing night. Time for me to actually announce this because, yeah, I keep not forget. Da, 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 da. I know one person's coming in. He 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 he. Dun, 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 dun. Do you see the new Fighter Z trailers? Yes, I have, and yes, I already pre-ordered, so I'm gonna get it. VR chat needs a GPU faster than the Intel areas. Right. Well, that's the recommendation. Yes, that is the recommendation. If you want to have the VR chat to play well, then that's good. Otherwise, for reals, man. That's just it's safe. Okay. Let's see. What any more else? Because I'm about to end this here momentarily. Because I'm about to start my pre-show here in about 2 minutes. But I'll have everything set up and ready. No, you can't. Like I say, you can't use the main anymore because that's SiteTube's end, and I don't know how to fix things around here. It's SiteTube's problem. No, it does not require Royal. No HTC VR. No. You don't need the HTC Vive or the Oculus. No, that's only optional if you want to, like I say, yeah, if you need a VR set, it's pretty much movements. But if you don't need it because of course you're gonna use a keyboard and a mouse. Simple as that. Simple as that. Yes, very simple as that. All right. Looks like that's everything I have to say. Anyways, guys, I guess I'm gonna end it here on the stream. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. Once again, guys, I'll be back here for this Friday for the 10th anniversary of the Baller Friday. So don't miss out. For that date is the January the 12th. So please, guys, just be present that day. If you want guys to have the most memorable 10th anniversary, be present on this Baller Friday, the 12th of January of 2018. It's going to be a memorable one. I do say because, of course, it is very special. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be, I'm sensing it's going to be awesome. So it's going to be awesome. Anyways, folks, I'm done for this another stream. Yes, thank you all for watching. And thank you, Twitch, as well, for watching as well. Yes, you Twitch folks, thank you for watching. Once again, I'll continue doing the stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific, live. So you get all the show, all pre-recorded. It won't be stored on the Twitch channel. So if you Twitch peeps wanted to see the broadcast, replay of it, if you missed anything, you can just always watch it in my archives over the Burning Network channel or blogtalkradio.com/ghost, which is Ghost's real site where he broadcasts, because those are good ways to rewatch and rewind, but you would never miss out anything. Anyways, guys, that is all. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys this Friday for the 10th anniversary of Baller Friday. If not, then I'll see you guys on our next TCR broadcast. So I bid everybody a good night. Hasta mañana. Hasta la bye-bye. Dale sueños. And I'll see you guys next time. Good night, everybody. Love you guys. Just keep on capitalizing. Keep on doing your thing. And see you next time. Bye, everybody. See you next time. Good night, everybody. Good night. Hasta mañana. Bye.